disabling CCTV. You know, I certainly want to understand why that was necessary. We'll also talk about LI 2462, which it doesn't appear clear whether Parliament wants to amend it or simply repeal it. Right? We know that the calls have been for it to be repealed, but we are hearing the majority suggest that what they will do is amend it. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do a better
and that
examination
has
of
got
that.
to do with mining, Galamsey, the president's powers, and related matters. So we'll talk about it later.
Absolutely.
Today on the Super Morning Show.
Let's also not forget that Ajwa Safo is causing waves.
Yes.
Disciplinary committee.
Now the community is following everything, and the party is
party is
worried. In fact, the party has released statements.
Wow. Well, listen.
But
what has she said wrong so far, though?
Oh, nothing. She's fulfilled her duty.
To the community.
Yeah.
For the party.
So I'm sure between her and the party it will be resolved. There's
I'm really looking forward to whatever disciplinary measures will be meted out to her. But
why you're looking forward to them?
I'm looking for, because I'm wondering what she's done wrong, particularly.
Okay. When you say you're looking forward to them, I
can't. I'm not very familiar with the party's regulations or laws particularly, but I am just wondering.
It sounded like you are excited that she's going to be, penalized.
I am excited that she's been hauled to disciplinary committee.
Why?
And I'm excited to see because I cannot find what could be her crime. Okay. So I just think procedurally.
So you're curious.
I'm curious.
Excited. Yes, we need to be.
Good morning.
But you're not excited. Yes.
I could be excited.
The person who's not excited is the General Secretary of the MPP.
As for him, he is not excited at all.
Mr. Justice.
Not at all.
AKA
not at all. Yeah.
I like the confidence with which she's just mentioning names and just going on and on. I love it.
Yes. I love it. It's wet this morning in Accra and around the eastern region. So if you're on the road, please be very, very, very careful. Be very careful on the road.
We have a drive safe tip on how puddles can kill you.
Yeah.
Yes, puddles can kill you. So stay tuned for that. We'll bring that to you as well. Oh, gosh, such a packed show, eh? Lots to do, right? Yeah. Good morning to all of you who have tuned in. If you're in the Asante region listening to us on Love 99.5 FM, well, we love you very much. If you're out there in the central region, tuned in to ATL FM on 100.5 megahertz, well, thank you for choosing Joy. We choose you every single day of the week and twice on a Friday. Yeah. So thanks for making the time. Oh, by the way, don't forget that for all these things we're discussing, your voice is the most important one. So make sure it is heard. Okay. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X. And of course, if you want to send us a WhatsApp, we love
055-111. No, 055-111-997.
There's one more one to go.
So 055-111-997.
To think that Kojangston doesn't have very good eyesight. You're the one saying
but I have good memory. So it's 055. Do you know how I remember it? I just go like 055 1111.
Okay.
997.
That's a good trick. That's a good trick.
But double then I don't miss any.
My papa to butum de chalo to anapi.
The one.
Yeah, obepem.
Obepem double one no.
Trucker. The warrior fights, the battle of power is guarding this way. Each man just pays, death is late. The battle of power. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho.
Joy 99.7 FM.
"30 years of joyfulness." Hello, good morning. Welcome to the news at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM all in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and on myjoyonline.com. We are also live in all 16 regions of Ghana on X Spaces and on Facebook. Coming up, Forestry Commission arrests 2 Chinese nationals and 2 locals in the tunnel Anua Forest Reserve for illegally mining in the forest. Meanwhile, government finally lays the LI to take away the president's power to grant license for mining in forest reserves. Also, government claims to have damning evidence against political actors deeply entangled in illegal mining.
Nobody should come and tell me that you are a comrade. You are not. You are an enemy of the state. And I can't wait for the day when we will line up big party people, handcuffed, locked up and tried.
We'll bring you the exclusive details. Also, Health Facilities Regulatory Agency, HEPFRA, deploys a team of inspectors to Stafford government hospitals today to assess the status of the facility following Joy News' latest feature, Sick Hospitals.
A team will dispatch to Stafford first thing tomorrow.
And what's your mandate? What are they looking for when they get there?
We want to see at first hand what you saw in your documentary.
In business?
Well, Hannah, later in business, banks reduce treasury bill purchase and direct funds to business lending following significant rate reduction. We've got details from the president of the Ghana Association of Banks.
We'll bring you details of this and more in this bulletin. Thanks for choosing us. This is Joy News. We are independent, fearless, and credible. I am Hannah Odami. 2 Chinese nationals and 2 Ghanaian illegal miners have been arrested in the Tano Anua Forest Reserve in the Alwyn municipality of the Western region for mining in the reserve. The operation, conducted by the Rapid Response Team of the Forestry Commission and the police, comes after Joy News promptings of active mining in some forest reserves, including the Tano Anua Forest Reserve, despite government's efforts. 2 excavators and 1 pickup vehicle were seized. Meanwhile, government has finally laid the LI seeking to remove the president's power to grant license for mining in forest reserves. The regulation in LI 2462 has become a controversial subject, with activists and civil society organizations demanding its revocation. Minister for Local Government Ahmed Ibrahim laid the instrument on behalf of the Environment Minister.
We as a house were highly concerned when the matter came out that this particular house went ahead to pass that law.
You heard the Ahmed Ibrahim. He's a minister for local government, and we apologize for that low soundbite. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Subsidiary Legislation Committee of Parliament, Patrick Boama, says the MPP has no opposition to the policy behind the instrument and will support it.
This side of the House is not opposed to the revocation of this instrument. It's a consensus report that will be presented to the House. So I want that to be on record. That is why I needed him to give some explanatory statement to this. Because by the new rules under 93, the sub-rule 4, if an instrument is laid, gone are the days where a minister will just come knowing nothing about an instrument and will bow. So it's a warning to ministers of state that will be invoking those rules. Thank you.
The instrument will take effect after 21 sitting days of Parliament. Let's move on. And government says it has evidence exposing political actors who are neck deep in illegal mining and is gearing up to unmask, name and shame them. This follows a report from a fact-finding committee. In an exclusive interview, the Lands Minister, Emmanuel Amakufivwa, revealed both the Attorney General and the Chief Justice are fully briefed and ready to take action.
I am the first to tell you, one of the key recommendations by this team is that it is time for us to name and shame political players who have been hiding behind this.
You have unmarked them in your work so far?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that very soon I'll be unmarking them. You know what? Nobody should come and tell me that you are a comrade. You are not. You are an enemy of the state. And that's how we are going to treat you. And I can't wait for the day when we will line up big party people, handcuffed, locked up, and tried. And I'm sure that if they try us, that's what will happen. Because this is no longer about NDC and MPP.
He also revealed some shocking attempts to secure the release of Chinese illegal miners arrested just weeks ago.
When big people are arrested, the last time we arrested Chinese people who have left their country and are determined to kill all of us here with their illegal activities. And when we lock them up, anybody who calls me, I said, he should call President Mahama, who is the only authority, to tell me that we should stop it.
President John Mahama has condemned the killing of a soldier in Boko. Speaking during his thank you tour at the Upper East region, he also condemned the subsequent assault and abuse of residents after the killing of the soldier.
I wish to take this opportunity to condemn the killing of a member of the Ghana Army recently in Boko. The members of the Ghana Armed Forces in the conflict zone are peacekeepers who have been sent there to protect life, limb, and property. It is unacceptable for them to become targets of a conflict to which they are not a party to. I, in the same vein, wish to condemn the high-handed response of our men in uniform, which resulted in assaults and injury of many innocent civilians.
The president also made a passionate appeal for peace and said the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei has started mediation efforts to bring long-lasting peace to the area. Now, there are growing calls for an investigation into the raid at the home of the former Bank of Ghana governor, Dr. Ernest Addison. A member of the Oral Committee, Martin Pebu, is demanding a probe into this Rambo-style operation targeting former officials in 2 months. Speaking on News Tonight, Martin Pebu urged the NIB to create and publish a standardized manual for executing warrants,
so that we will know ahead of time how such a search will be done. Because the police one, when it's many rules, as I said, it's not top of the range. It's already looking a bit outdated. But at least if the police go to search somebody, I can open here and begin to check all the steps. But here we are with national security. There is no literature that can, in the form of a law or even their own service instruction.
The former Dom Kwabena MP Sarah Adjo-Safo has alleged the party's committee set up to investigate its performance in the 2024 general elections is to discredit the flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. She also claims this is to allow some persons within the party to present their favorite candidates for the 2028 elections. She spoke on the Pulse on the Joy News channel.
If Professor Michael Quay thinks he has integrity, thinks that he is credible, I want the first page of his fact-finding report. Why my son Michael Quay Jr. lost Dome Kwabena seat. He should give us a detailed report on that. I'm not attacking anybody. I am attacking the chair of it. And couldn't we have found anybody in the party to chair?
Because he's conflicted.
Exactly. Why do you do that?
Well, the party is furious with the comments by the former member of parliament. Let's listen to the party's Deputy General Secretary, Haruna Mohammed.
In Article 354, that we should abide by and publicly uphold the decisions of the party. Then you publicly say that the decision of the party is bogus. It is not right. You don't call the committee bogus because Michael Quay is not the committee.
In today's Ghana Month series, we journey to the Eastern region where a modest White House known as the second in command in the Akwa state holds a remarkable piece of Ghana's political history. It's a story of royalty, leadership, and an unexpected connection between two of Ghana's presidents, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings and Nana Akufo-Addo. But don't take it from us. Kojo Yankson speaks to the creator of the Ekwemu Museum, Nana Semenshia, who reveals the full story.
Now, I just learned the most mind-blowing piece of information about this house, which is only about 100 meters away from the Akwemu Hene's palace. But don't take it from me. Let's get the curator of the Akwemu Museum to tell us why this house.
This house is very, very special because it's the second in command in Akwemu State. And you know what? Akufo-Addo is a royal in that house. The sister is a queen mother. And the auntie was a queen mother before, and now the sister is a queen mother here.
I see. So that means the president, Akufo-Addo, is actually an Akwemu?
In the CAN system, we go seriously matrilineal. So, Akufo-Addo, by all intents and purposes, is an Akwemu, a typical Akwemu.
Okay, well, I mean, while I'm trying to get my head around that interesting piece of information, it turns out he's not the only person who has led this country who came from this house.
Oh, you want to know?
Yes.
Rollins' mother is from the very house.
What?
Yes, the Agbuti, the Kubri News, the Heymans from Keita are all from this house.
You heard the Kojo Youngson bringing us the story for Ghana Man series today. There's more on myjoyonline.com and also on the Joy News channel. That's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odame. Daryl Kwal brings us business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates cry gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rates get more from Absa. Hey, easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. NTK account and get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. How secured are you? Let me ask you again. How secured are you? Say yes loud with confidence when you are protected by Millennium Insurance because it gives you great reliability and comfort. Sign on any of our products today, be it motor, fire, burglary, accidents, travels, bonds, liabilities, engineering, marine and aviation insurance. Visit our offices in Accra, Northridge, Tema, Kumasi, Kofridia, Takrady or any of our 30 agents nationwide. Call 0302 766 631 or 0504 394 997.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Basic Bank.
Pepsodent. Cavity protection
for 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
What's your dream this year? To pull up in a brand new four-wheel ride? Or you want to travel? Where? Sentosa Island in Singapore? Or Desert Safari in Dubai? Or you want a laptop, microwave, brand new phone, TV? Chale, what you want, you can get with SG Ghana. Minya Ubecha 7Y. Join the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo and you could win the grand prize of a brand new Toyota RAV4. Simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account from now till 30th May 2025. Non-customers can open an account to participate. Visit your nearest branch or call 0302-214-314 for further inquiries. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Bafukbari.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Now, in honor of Ajwa Safo, we have banned the sound. Sound.
The sound.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's party.
So, yeah.
Bafu party. Yeah.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Right.
I'll get a T word.
Please, no. We actually want you to avoid them. In honor of Ajwa Safo. Anyway.
Well, we needed this morning's rains to calm things down, right?
Yes.
The MPP party.
Yes, the party needs to calm down a little bit because it looks like they are on a collision course with their member, who, I mean, they really were hoping that their statement calling for people to stop talking negatively about the party would somehow would somehow resonate with her, but it didn't.
Well,
it didn't.
Well, it didn't. Yeah, clearly she feels demonized. She feels the need to vent.
Yeah.
Question is, do you allow her to vent? People are concerned about the image of the party, what it does to them. But I mean, for a party that sorry, I'm not going to do it.
You're doing well. I'm with you.
For a party that polled was 38% in the last election.
38.
Clearly, there's something wrong, and there's some soul searching that has to be done. I don't know if this is the way to go about it. If she's doing it the right way, of course, some elements in the party not excited about it.
Yeah.
So, where do we go from here?
Their constitution actually says that it is their duty to basically speak positively about their party,
even when things are not right.
That is shocking to me, that a democratic institution would have a constitution that says that you must say positive things. Positive.
How do you fix things then?
No, you must fix them positively.
Well, I can sense the frustration from the side of Ajwa Safo. Do you discipline somebody because they are speaking their truth, or do you?
What sort of discipline, though? I mean, will you kick her out?
Would you kick her out of the party for? I don't know. Let's see what they decide to do.
Or you suspend her. 2 weeks off,
and that's gagging people and stopping them from speaking.
Yeah,
right?
but for 2 weeks they are not members of the party. What does that mean? Well, can you suspend someone from the party?
Yeah, and
you can. The MPP has done it before with Afoko and yeah. So who knows? We'll see. Yeah, Kwabena Japan, right? Yeah. Okay, 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Sabutizi is back, so today I think our timing might actually be pulled off. All right, so here we go. The Joy Business Report brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group.
How do you
MNC
say?
Properties, choice of class.
How do you say trumpet?
No, rumper.
Oh boy. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, banks reduce treasury bills purchase and direct funds to business lending, following significant rate reduction. We have details from President of the Ghana Association of Banks. Also coming up, financial economist Professor Joshua Abor describes current monetary policy measures used by the Bank of Ghana as the best to check inflation. Plus, on today's Business Journal, studentpreneurship will tell you how some students are combining academic work with entrepreneurship on our university campuses. Stay tuned. My name is Daryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua and KT Radio. Banks have started reducing the purchase of treasury bills and are now directing funds to business lending and purchase of other high-yielding assets, influenced by a significant reduction in treasury rates over the past 2 months. Speaking on PM Express Business Edition, President of the Ghana Association of Banks, Kwame Sumening, warned the rate of decline should be managed well.
The fear is legitimate, and I think it would be very naive to not consider the extent to which this development has led to some short-term pressure on the currency. But yes, it does have an impact on the currency, just simply because the markets will not be in balance. If the return isn't commensurate with the expected inflation rate, investors will bail out and look for other asset class, and currency is a logical alternative, especially for the retail investors, and even for businesses might look to effectively bring their forex purchases up front as a means of utilizing their surplus liquidity. And so I think there's a basis to be made for the pace to be moderated.
You heard President of the Ghana Association of Banks, Kwame Sumening. There's a repeat of that conversation this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, financial economist Professor Joshua Abor has described the current monetary policy tool used by the Bank of Ghana to check inflation as the best compared to the past. There have been many calls from some economists to explore alternative ways to tame inflation. According to him, even though the current monetary policy measures may have some limitations, it is the best in addressing the price hikes. Professor Abor spoke to Joy Business at the launch of a book he co-authored titled Monetary Economics in Emerging and Developing Countries.
Well, we've come from several regimes. So we had a controlled regime, we have a monetary regime, okay, and then now we are using inflation targeting. If you look at the data, inflation has actually performed better, actually trended downwards on the average during the inflation targeting regime compared with previous regimes. Okay, monetary policy may not be that effective because of some of the limitations I've talked about, but on the whole, inflation targeting regime has served us better compared with the regimes we had in the past.
Financial economist Professor Joshua Abor. Now, Ghana loses about 100 million cedis annually to underreporting in the country's quarry value chain. That's according to the Africa Center for Energy Policy, ACEP, which says government's inability to properly monitor the quarry sector has aided in the low declaration of aggregates and other minerals mined. Speaking with Joy Business, Ilyasu Ali, policy lead for mining at ACEP, called for the implementation of a remote monitoring system to improve regulatory oversight.
Over the years, the government's attention has been on the precious ones at the expense of the quarry aggregates. This has incentivized issues of underreporting by quarry companies because of the low regulatory oversight within that sector. As a result, a study that was conducted by ACEP actually indicates that whereas the current mineral revenue receipt from the government is only about 7 million Ghana cedis per year, the actual revenue potential is in excess of 109 million. Now, our proposals over the years have been for the government to enhance regulatory and monitoring oversight of the sector by using remote monitoring systems. In the market, there are remote monitoring technologies that can be installed at the entry and exit of every quarry site, and they are able to estimate exactly how much is produced on an annual basis from the site.
Ilyasu Ali, policy lead for mining at ACEP. Now, importers and exporters using the Tema port for international trade are expected to be making more savings on the operations than they would have if they used other known ports across the world. Chief Executive for MPS Tema Port, Mohammed Samara, disclosed that the port has waived many charges, making Ghana a preferred point for landlocked countries.
We have removed something called congestion fee. Apapa and Nigeria, there is $1,000 congestion fee. If you have 1 million containers and you pay $1,000, that's $1 billion. In Tama, the congestion fee was like in the range of $250 to $500, depending from where the ship is coming and the liner. So if you have $500 that you pay as congestion fee, and you have 1 million containers, for example, that's $500 million that you have to pay from your economy outside for a ship to anchor outside. We have eliminated that. So we have reduced the cost of doing business automatically, for the importers and the exporters of this country. So this has resulted in putting money back. If you are a trader of 100 containers a year times 500, that's $500,000. For business, $500,000. How many containers?
Mohammed Samara, Chief Executive of MPS Terminal at Tema Port. Well, on today's Business Journal, we explore how some students are combining academic work and entrepreneurship on university campuses through initiatives sparked by an existing gap, financial needs, and passion. Here's Helen Nakai Ai's report.
Across Ghana's tertiary institutions, a quiet revolution is unfolding. Here, young individuals believe they can harness business prowess along with their academics. They are young individuals who are not just chasing grades, they are creating jobs, boosting campus economies, and laying the foundation for Ghana's next wave of SMEs. Bakari Abdul Rashid is one of such students who identified a need to provide bicycle services as a means of transportation for students.
I was doing electrical repairs in the halls. Sometimes I need certain materials I need to buy, which meant that I either have to take a taxi or have to walk from Commonwealth to Ninth Market or either go to Medina. That was quite challenging because considering the amount the taxis were taking, it was a bit demanding. I felt like if I had my own bicycle on campus, it would have eased my movement. And so taking taxi.
It's 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Unlike a typical student getting ready for class, Alex Kwashi and Emmanuel Opong have to make it in time for the bakery in order to supply bread to their distributors across various halls and other institutions. They were pushed by financial needs, and with time, they are nursing a dream of opening Passion Bakery in the nearest future.
I started with 7 loaves of bread. I started because of the finances, my school fees and my hostel fees, and then my feeding fee. By 8, we distribute them to the people who are working for us on campus. And then now by God's grace, we're able to distribute 250 to 300 loaves of bread every day.
CEO of iSpace Foundation, Josiah Eisen, expounds an existing gap lurking in such businesses and underscores the need for these businesses to have a strong foundation in order to be in existence outside the walls of campus.
Well, most student businesses will die out because they're tied to the university environment. So from day one, plan for the growth beyond the campuses that you find yourself in, whether it's through partnerships, funding, or digital expansions.
Beyond the individual success stories lies a bigger picture, the significant role student entrepreneurs play in supporting Ghana's SMEs. Sheriff Gali expounds on its necessity to SMEs development in Ghana and to GDP at large.
When nurtured properly, they can evolve into robust SMEs that contribute significantly to the nation's economic development, and they contribute to the whole economic advancement and the total gross domestic product, the GDP of the country.
These young entrepreneurs are not just creating businesses, they are inspiring a generation and shaping the future of Ghana's economy. The desire to build, innovate, and contribute to the nation's growth is alive and thriving on our campuses. For these students, entrepreneurship is not just a side hustle, it's a passion, a calling, a transformative journey. The future of Ghana's SMEs starts here. Helen Nakai Ayush report for Joy Business.
Time they cool down, don't stop. Plenty enemies on top. Silence, money, don't shout.
All right, and before we go, let's check the markets for you this morning. On the commodity market, crude oil increased marginally to $72 a barrel. Gold lost more than $17, open trading at $3,027 an ounce. Also, cocoa selling at $8,071 a ton after losing more than $50. On the currency market, the dollar going for 16 cedis 15 pesos. That's what some forex bureaus are offering their clients. The British pound 20 cedis 50 pesos. The euro going for 17 cedis 50 pesos. The commercial banks quoting the dollar at 15 cedis 50 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwao. The Super Morning Show continues.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy,
it. I'm a Friday night, innit? Right, it's the Super Morning Show on Joy. We're here with you till 10. We've got lots to do, lots to get through, and we'll start it off with the Drive Safe campaign.
And the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota, superior quality, and Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. If you're on the road now, avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the roads and hands on the steering wheel, not one hand on the phone and one on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safe arrival.
Indeed. All right, now today's tip is about puddles. Puddles can kill you. Let me explain. You see, when it's rained heavily, unfortunately for us, we have these roads that were not all constructed evenly. So some of them have dips, some of them have troughs, and when there's no rain, you can see where the road, is ambulating or perambulating or whatever the word will be. So you can drive safely over it, right? But when it rains, these pockets and troughs get filled with water, and you cannot see from afar how deep they are until you are in the middle of them. And look, water displaces objects, including cars. So if you're driving at speed and you hit a puddle which is deep enough, you will be displaced, you'll be moved, you'll be shifted. And that is dangerous because you lose complete control over your vehicle, which is moving at 70 kilometers an hour. Right? I mean, that's an accident immediately. That's the last thing you need. So don't try to prejudge water puddles from afar and think, I can make it through this one. You have no idea how deep it is. Drive slowly enough so that you can actually avoid them. But if you have to go through them, make sure you don't do it at speed, because you will be displaced, you will skid, and you will have an accident. We don't want that, especially on a rainy day like today. Okay?
Water puddles, does it have a Chi name?
Oh, that's a good question for Ghana month. Puddle.
Or does it have another English description?
Puddles should suffice for English, but I'm trying to think of how you would describe it in Chi or in any local language.
Okay.
Puddle.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the problem of the day.
In Suba.
Shall we learn to say it right?
Uh-huh.
And Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are our hallmarks, and also Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Must be done.
You say either, I say either.
English really is an amazing language, isn't it? I've been saying it for years. Take the word off, for example. It can actually be applied to two meanings that are completely opposite each other. Let me explain. When I say set off, it means to activate. But when I say switch off, it means to deactivate. See? Words like that are called contronyms, words that can be their own antonyms or opposites, depending on how you use them, of course. Another example is dust, which can either mean to add particles to or to remove fine particles from a surface. Here's another great example. Left, which can mean both remaining and departed. Here's one more. Oversight. It means to take watchful care and also to make a careless error. See? Another real contronym is screen. It can mean to show as well as to hide. Wow, we're on a roll, aren't we? Okay, one more. Sanction. It can either mean a penalty for disobeying a law or official permission or approval for an action. Sanction. Wow. See, I told you English is interesting, didn't I? Especially when you say it right. That's right. Okay then, so let's get into the news review brought to you by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, and Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Happy smile.
Let's start with the Ghanaian, the Daily Graphic. There is a story of the new Kwewu Man Hene, Dasibre Ekuamwa Boatin III. He's pledging to improve agric and other sectors, and he wants to support whoever wants to do agric in his area to succeed. There is also a story about Electrochem seeking $445 million to expand operations. There's a Galamsey story here. Ben Galamsey excavators, activists, advocate.
Well, we'll continue with the Daily Guide this morning. If you heard about the raid in the ex-BOG Governor's house, I'd say, the Daily Guide is reporting that the Attorney General okayed that raid. It's got a picture of Dr. Ernest Addison and as well Dr. Justice Jemsai, who's been giving us updates on that. Now, on page 3 of the Daily Guide this morning, it's reporting SML disrupted petroleum cartels tax evasion system. The details of that story is on page 3, and surely you may have heard about the NPP initiating disciplinary action against Adwoa Safo as well. And page 3 as well is giving us an update on how police decentralize media engagement.
The custodian has the story of Adwoa Safo and the NPP. Adwoa Safo dragged to NPP disciplinary committee. There's also a photo of Osahin Alexander Fenyomakin on the front page. He's urging the president to stop national security raids on ex-appointees. Natoshi gives full support to successor. There's a photo of Natoshi, her successor, and the Minister of Local Government on the front page. And gold for oil policy ensured stable fuel prices. This is Hassan Tampoli speaking.
Right. Okay.
The News Center as well is reporting that the AMA launches phase 2 of Youth Climate Action Fund and has also been inviting applications as well. Natoshi rallies support for incoming DACF administrator, and the details of that story is on page 10 of the News Center. Still an update on how the NPP is referring Adwoa Safo to disciplinary committee, and also on Valco, some private sectors looking to invest in there to modernize infrastructure and build alumni refinery.
Yeah, the Ghanaian publisher has all the stories you've mentioned earlier. The one on Afenyo Markin telling the president to stop the security raids on ex-appointees. Natoshi supporting her successor is also here. And NPP dragging Adwoa Safo to the disciplinary committee is also on the front page. Now, today there will also be the launch of the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative in Nkarie in the Ashanti region. So, Kojo, details, right?
Yeah, let's
start with the Galamsey story, which is on page 3 of the Daily Graphic. It says Ben Galamsey excavators, and the story says key environmental activists have called on the president John Dramani Mahama to reconsider the directive not to burn excavators used for illegal mining, commonly called Galamsey in local circles. They said the outright directive to confiscate excavators used by illegal miners without creating room for burning the equipment in difficult situations was not deterrent enough, and also had the potential to stall efforts to crack down on the menace. Earlier this week, we had the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. He spoke extensively on mining, Galamsey, and related matters. Let's listen to some of the things he shared with Evans Mensah.
When big people are arrested, the last time we arrested Chinese people who have left their country and are determined to kill all of us here with their illegal activities. And when we lock them up, anybody who calls me, I said, he should call President Mahama, who is the only authority, to tell me that we should stop it. I am the first to tell you. One of the key recommendations by this team is that it is time for us to name and shame political players who have been hiding behind this.
You have unmarked them in your work so far?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that very soon I'll be unmarking them. You know what? Nobody should come and tell me that you are a comrade. You are not. You are an enemy of the state. And that's how we are going to treat you. And I can't wait for the day when we will line up big party people, handcuffed, locked up, and tried. And I'm sure that if they try us, that's what will happen. Because this is no longer about NDC and MPP.
Morning Show.
Okay, so that's Mr. Emmanuel Amakufibua, MP for.
You're right about the fact that he sounds like he's saying the right things,
Yes.
right? You know, it's the right posture.
Yep.
Okay. We want the actions to match, and we want the actions to come immediately.
Yeah.
Because we will do this, we will do that. I wonder whether we understand just how little time we have.
Yeah.
Right? When you go to any of these rivers and you look at it, and you ask yourself, what will it take to bring this river back to purity? You have no idea how much it will take and how long it will take.
Yeah.
So the longer we delay with some of these actions, the worse these things. People are now blocking river. You get up and you go and block a water body because you want gold.
Yeah.
So the rest of us should die.
Yeah.
You're crazy. But we allow it. You see, we allow it. So for me, I like the posturing. It's positive. I want to hear more of this from those we are tasking with solving the problem.
Yeah.
But we don't only want to hear. We want to see
action.
Yeah.
And the type of action we want to see should be comprehensive. For example, some people are moving that or suggesting that we should burn excavators and machinery.
Yes.
I disagree. Right? If we know we are raiding any place, we should have the full complement of technical people who would help us. We sack them, the technical people move these machines out. Sometimes we say these are difficult situations where the machines cannot move. The same machines we use to destroy the water bodies can be used to fix them. Now the same machine causing destruction to our land can be used to prepare land for agriculture. Yesterday we decided to build a new road around the farm. It's costing us an average of 8,000 Ghana cedis a day. If we had, say, the military detachment, the engineers, right, go with these people. Once you sack them, you have your low beds in place, they move the machinery, they bring them in. If they are not resourced enough with low beds, we just launch DRIP, and DRIP has some equipment that can be complementary in organizing these equipment and bringing them to, and it should drive straight to the military for them to use to assist in building farms, building rural roads, and yeah.
But Kojo, you know the problem, don't you?
Yeah.
We don't trust our system.
I trust.
That's
the
what it is.
military.
You do, but I'm saying that the reason why there's even a debate, right? The reason why today we are burning excavators and we are criticizing you. Tomorrow you are seizing them and we say burn them. The reason why this debate is continuing is because we don't trust the system, right? First of all, it's a ridiculous waste to burn these expensive pieces of equipment that we actually need as a nation. We
to
need
build
them.
dams, to
We
build
need
roads,
them, right? So to burn them, it is madness. But the problem is that we simply don't think that if you seize them, they will not end up back in the hands of the miners. We just don't believe it.
That's also a very
you see,
valid concept.
so there must be some work done by the government to win back that trust. Because as for burning them, it is madness. So you need to prove to Ghanaians that when you seize this equipment, it goes into a system of accountability that will ensure that it can never end up in the hands of a galamsey again.
Yeah.
So it will be tracked, it will be put onto into a database that can be monitored by the public. Right, so we can know where excavators are at any given time.
That's exactly the point I'm making. So we have,
yes.
So Kojo, we have the 48 Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces. In fact, now it's been expanded. So 48 will be down here in the south. There is going to be a 50 engineers somewhere in the middle belt, and maybe 51 in the north. These are trained engineers. You have electrical engineers, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, everything, and they have the capacity. Let's agree as a principle that whatever we seize is going to them. When the water flooding happened, they were the first responders. Imagine they had a full complement of equipment they needed. They could have even helped rebuild the whole Volta. And they've been used in building roads and infrastructure, irrigation, and lots of things across the country. Let's take them. Let's not have the previous the previous strategy where a private sector person packed them in their yard and some of these issues happened.
Yeah.
Let's use the trusted, organized system that we have And let's be accountable to the people of Ghana. Seize them, track them, give regular reports. Let's see these equipments being used to change our lives.
So yesterday in the news, the Ghana Space Science Institute just brought to our attention that Ghana loses the equivalent of 23 football fields of forest cover every day due to mining.
Jesus Christ.
23 football fields of forest every day due to mining. Yesterday, my colleague Michael Ashali did this report, and even when I myself was reading it, I was in shock because they showed us a drone shot of how it looks like and how the destruction is like. And I could just imagine one football field. So that's 23 of it every day. I don't know what will be left of us.
What we are doing to ourselves with mining as a country, and what we are doing to ourselves, there's no other way to describe it. It is stupid. It is. There's no sugarcoating it. What we are doing to ourselves is mental illness. We are destroying the actual land we are standing on. We are finishing it just for a few people to make money. That's the thing that even hurts the most. Me, I've never made 1 cedi from mining before. But when all the water bodies are destroyed, I will be affected. I'll be affected, and I won't even have made enough money from it to fly out of the country and go and live somewhere else and laugh at you. I can't.
Kojo, the mining story is depressing, but there's some good news. Let me give you that good news before we go to Adwasafo. The new Kumewu Manhine is pledging to improve agric and other sectors, and he's calling on people who are interested in investing in agric, in education, in infrastructure, in sports, to come to Kumewu, and that he's getting all his chiefs together to start a 200-acre farm, and he's getting 5 members of parliament to set up 2 agric mechanization centers to support farmers. So the Kumewu Manhine is undertaking its own initiatives to bring development. So whilst Galamsey depresses us, there's a chief who is forward-looking and trying to do
so that it's not just Kwewu, I guess. Shall we do the...
But we'll still go for Kwewu.
What really happens at Kwewu? I get the lots of traffic. Okay. No. The king wants us to come and farm. Let's go and farm. Look at how the farmer is excited about the parties. Well, let's bring you the story of how the Daily Guide is reporting NPP initiating disciplinary action against Adwasafo. You may have heard, and then Akujo this morning was trying to do a good job with the party community. It's the consistency with it. It matters if you start and you can't finish, but she's very consistent with it, and I love it. But the New Patriotic Party has initiated disciplinary action against former Member of Parliament for Dom Kabinya, Sarah Adwasafo, following some utterances she made against the party in her recent media interview. The decision comes after her comment on Joy News, the Pulse show, which the party leadership view as direct contravention of an earlier directive prohibiting members from discussing matters that could create disaffection and unrest within the party. Some have said that this is just, some are saying that this is just not allowing her to express herself. But take a listen to why this has happened.
So I'm telling you, we are the cause of our own loss.
Have you appeared before the Professor Michael Quay's committee? You have stories to tell.
It's a very bogus committee.
Why do you say so?
Why? And you know, a committee that is put together, and it's an intentional committee put together just to make sure that we find certain facts and push a particular candidate away from the candidacy so that we can bring our own. You call that a credible fact-finding committee. If Professor Michael Quay thinks he has integrity, thinks that he is credible, I want the first page of his fact-finding report. Why my son Michael Quay Jr. lost Domekwa Benyasi. He should give us a detailed report on that. I'm not attacking anybody. I am attacking the chair of it. And couldn't we have found anybody in the party to chair?
Because he's conflicted.
Exactly. Why do you do that? Our General Secretary, who started speaking after we lost the election, he was going everywhere, explaining. He went to the extent of telling people that nobody should blame him for the election, what we lost. He went on radio saying that His Excellency, the President Nana Akufo-Addo, wasn't listening to them at cabinet. That is what Kodua went on radio to say. And what? Now it's Adwasafo stand and what? You are issuing a statement. What locus does he have? You were on radio, and if he wants to write a letter, a love letter to me, he should write that love letter. This is so general, and I don't think it's a general statement I want to respond to. But you started the game. He should go on social media and see how the party people are bashing him. He has an election coming up. He shouldn't allow himself to be manipulated and used for other people's cause. If you have an election coming up and your party base is bitter and they want a voice to speak for them, what I'm doing, I want to clarify something. I'm a lawyer. I've read that statement. I am not discussing party issues here. There has been a character assassination on me. I have been defamed by my own party. And I have a duty owed to myself to clarify, to set the record straight, to strip them off. That whatever they painted me, however they painted me, to bring me down, it's not what it was. It's not what it is.
Naturally, people with this kind of, anger in them will leave the party peacefully. You have no intention of leaving the party?
Nobody brought me in the party, and the party is not for anybody. We are all in there to build the party. So nobody can force me out. And you can't force me to keep my mouth shut. Other people speak. When other people speak, and it's not from something that is pushing for the Baumia agenda, that is okay. But when it's something that is for the Baumia agenda, everybody should keep quiet. We are not going to be suppressed.
Bank's key role in developing the continent.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Niquessa Burak and James Copnell.
Coming up
to have you with us.
Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Coming up, we've got the Sudanese army telling the BBC that they have taken the presidential palace in Khartoum. We'll bring you the latest on this developing story.
EU leaders have been meeting in Brussels as the continent rushes to adjust to diminishing military support from America. Countries which border Russia, like Estonia, feel they are on the front line of an emerging conflict.
I'm quite confident that attacking just even the peace of Estonia, this is the attack against NATO. And this is the question then to all the allies, all the 32 members, are we together or not?
And with Israel once again sending ground troops into Gaza and Hamas launching rockets into Israel, the civilian population is bearing the brunt of the conflict. All that coming up after the latest world news.
Hello, I'm Neil Nunes with the BBC News. The unexpected closure of Europe's busiest airport, London Heathrow, is causing major travel disruption around the world. The airport in the west of the capital is facing a significant power outage. More than 1,300 flights are expected to be affected. Our correspondent Charlotte Gallagher is at Heathrow.
Nothing is happening at Heathrow Airport today, apart from, of course, preparing for when the airport does reopen, which will hopefully happen at midnight tonight. But that's a hope at the moment. Heathrow Airport say there will be significant disruption in the days ahead. Questions, of course, about how a fire at a substation could take out all their power supply. Why did the backup, the generators, not work? For it to take out an entire airport, Europe's busiest airport, is an incredible situation when you think about it. But a huge mess down here at Heathrow Airport. Very eerie, very quiet.
The Sudanese army has recaptured the presidential palace in Khartoum amid intense fighting. The strategic building was seized by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces when it took control of the capital. More details from Barbara Platasha.
We have been looking at social media, video and photographs posted there, and some of them have been verified by the BBC already. They show jubilant soldiers with their guns waving in the air, cheering, kneeling to pray at the entrance to the presidential palace. From what I can see from those images, it looks like they are outside what's known as the new presidential palace, which was built in 2015. But in that same compound is the old Republican Palace, which is an historic building, very symbolic of Sudan's history, political control, and sovereignty.
Thousands of people in Israel have been protesting about a government decision to sack the head of the Internal Security Service Shin Bet. Ronen Bar and the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have been at odds since the Hamas October attacks. Here's Yolande Nell in Jerusalem.
A late-night Israeli cabinet decision approving the sacking of Ronen Bar, the domestic security chief, against legal advice and at such a sensitive time, has highlighted deepening social divisions. The Prime Minister said he'd lost trust in the Shin Bet head due to failures around the deadly Hamas-led 7th of October attacks and during hostage release talks. Israeli protesters accused the PM of policies that undermine democracy.
Meanwhile, Israeli troops are enforcing a blockade on North Gaza, stopping Palestinians entering. EU leaders have backed plans to ramp up Europe's defence readiness. At a summit, the leaders called for swift action on measures including relaxing EU fiscal rules on deficits and debt, which would facilitate hundreds of billions of euros in extra defence spending. World News from the BBC. The regional governor of Odessa in southern Ukraine says the port city has been subjected to a mass drone attack by Russia. He said 3 people were injured, buildings had been damaged, and there were some power cuts. Another governor in Zaporizhia in the southeast said a child was among 5 people injured in Russian strikes near the regional capital. Argentina's largest trade union has called for a 24-hour general strike next month. It follows recent clashes between police and protesters at a demonstration in support of pensioners. The General Secretary of the General Confederation of Labour, Hector Daer, said strikers would demand an emergency rise in pensions and an end to other austerity measures. President Macron has said he hopes for leniency for a French-Algerian author, Boualem Sansal, who is on trial in Algeria, accused of undermining the country's territorial integrity. The 75-year-old, who is a strong critic of Islamism, was detained in November on arrival in Algiers. There's been controversy over his past comment that during the colonial era, France gave too much land to Algeria and too little to Morocco. Mr. Macron says he's confident the Algerian president will listen.
First of all, we're waiting for the judgment, which I hope will come quickly, but I trust the president and his clear-sightedness to know that all this is not serious and that we're dealing with a great writer who, what's more, is ill. So I think he needs to regain his freedom and his ability to take care of himself.
A jury in the United States has convicted 2 men of plotting to kill an Iranian-American journalist, Masih Alinejad, at her home in New York in 2022. Rafat Amirov and Poulad Omarov will be sentenced at a later date and could face decades in prison. BBC News.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I live for you. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
Yeah, so now 2 police pickups just arrived, and they are trying to get people to clear our way from, where the fire is. But for those who are standing by the street, now nobody is standing close to the fire, but they have moved their goods to the other side of the street right now. All of them have moved their goods to the other side of the street.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
I found the partner.
Hey, Kofi, come and listen. It's the Asempa Moto promo from Imperial General. Our solid protection.
Oh, yes. For us, we will just renew our existing policy and bingo! We get our instant rewards. And now, Imperial has even made it simple for you to renew your policy. Click on the link in the renewal notification from Imperial, and your policy is done. Just sign up for a motor insurance policy with Imperial and pick up your instant rewards such as fuel coupons, airtime, gift vouchers, special souvenirs, and many more. Again, your motor insurance policy will give you an automatic 1-year life insurance. It's that simple. Just come insure your car and you are done. This promo runs till 30th April 2025. Talk to your broker, agent, or call us on 0577 667 436 for further details. You can also follow us on all our socials. T&T Supply, Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Paying or getting paid, Koba day for you.
Driver, I don't have cash on you.
Oh, madam, you can pay through Koba.
Oh, you use Koba too? That makes it easy.
Receive payment from your customers and make bulk payment in just a few clicks.
Madam, I received the money. Hello, Kofi.
Mom, you still haven't sent me the airtime, and the house internet is finished. My game.
I'm sorry, darling. Doing that right away.
With Koba, you can send airtime to your friends and family and load data for some great entertainment.
Oh! Madam, here are the food stuff.
Thank you.
You can use the short code *365# or the Koba mobile app to make your payment.
Get a designated short code today and start receiving payment with real-time visibility into all your payments with Koba. Pay your suppliers and staff in just a few clicks. For more information, call 0200-404010.
Koba, there you click pew
and you hear pew pew. Transaction done.
Koba, our life simplified.
Brush, brush, brush. That's it. That's it.
Brush, brush, brush your teeth every day and night. Up and all around. Brush your teeth right. Brush, brush, brush your teeth. Brush it from and down. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Brushing gets more fun with your kids with the new Pepsodent Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302-680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, so now 2 police pickups just arrived, and they are trying to get people to clear our way from, where the fire is. But for those who are standing by the street, now nobody is standing close to the fire, but they have moved their goods to the other side of the street right now. All of them have moved their goods to the other side of the street.
You buy the lights, now doom, a shot, now doom, a son, now doom, and I be banging anymore. Crap, and no one can touch it. ansa na mpabɔfo mo nso deɛ ne tɔkye tie ba saa na sɛ fire no ɛkate fire na sɛ deɛ besia no nti ensuofo no so amada ti akwasi adwuma bɛde ne kwa deɛ sɛ ne nkom wɔ ha kie nyan ka enye saa hyi but nam so ma ma ntem ti no ɛba ne nyinaa hye ɛsoro deɛ ne nyinaa hye.
That's happening right now in Kumasi, a building right next to Hello FM.
Yes, this is a building in Kumasi right next to Hello FM. It's on fire.
Yes.
The fire service is on the scene. It's a very, very busy area of the general KJTR Central Market, Edum area.
Right, let's find out more. Our very own Eugene Osetutu of Love FM is on the scene. Eugene, what can you tell us? Do we know the cause?
Good morning. I'm not on the scene. My colleague Leo is on the scene. But so far, I've been able to pick up some bits from the happenings at the Doom now. So he was on his way to work, and I think Kwajo knows Kumasi well, so he will understand the severity of what I'm about to describe. When he got to the Kumasi City Mall, he could see the smoke of the burning building in the Doom from Kumasi City Mall. In fact, before I standing, people in that building have started he can see the smoke from Africa Junction. It tells you how severe what is happening in the Doom area. So we are told by it's beginning to look like the fire may in the early morning, and they believe that started the fire. Now the building on fire is an adjoining building to Hello FM in the Doom. Hello FM is on the right, and there's another building on the left. We can confirm to you that the building on the left has also caught fire, according to my colleague on the Cindy Stanley. I can also confirm to you that we spoke to the program manager for Hello FM in Kumasi, which is the best side building, and I can confirm there's been an evacuation of the entire building of Hello FM. All staff have been told to evacuate the building. That was about 30 minutes ago. I can also confirm to you that there are 2 fire tenders on the scene now. Initially, there was 1 fire tender, but they didn't have the ladder to reach the level of the fire because they started from the first floor, the topmost floor. So there's a down floor, a first floor, a second floor, and a third floor. So it's a 4-story building. So the initial fire tender couldn't get access to where the fire was happening. So there was a second fire tender that was brought to the scene. Before I joined you, just about 5 minutes ago, I confirmed that the Ghana ambulance service is on the scene, and also the Ghana police has also joined the scene. So this is what I can report so far.
Right. Give us an idea of the demographic of this area. Is it a residential area, a business community? What sort of people would be affected by this fire?
This is the center of the CBD. This is the center of Kumasi CBD, just like Makola, where there's lots of crowding, small spaces. The buildings are close to each other. These are old buildings, large. It's a CBD, a private business district, where there's lots of activities. By 4 a.m., you see people there, 5 a.m., you see people there. There's a half of food. So normally in front of these buildings, they sell those what you call food. In this building, they also sell fuels, steam, utensils, gas cylinders. You know the typical things for this.
Okay, so do we have any confirmations of injuries or casualties?
No, so far there's not been any casualty, but there's been lots of disruption to property where people are see something from the buildings because of the intensity of the fire. So far there's not been any death, there's not been any casualties. People are trying to salvage the electric that they can. They are throwing appliances, iron, wires from the building so that their police on the council can pick it up so that they can start some of their wares in those buildings that are on fire.
Eugene, thank you for the update, and we know your team will be on top of this, so we'll stay in touch as the story evolves.
Okay, thank you.
So that's Eugene Osetutu,
beginning to look like
bringing
the
us
fire may
up to date
that building as well.
on what's going down in Kumasi in Doom.
Yes, so let me give you a general picture, please. So a Doom is your typical, you see how Makola, Tudu, all the markets are together. It's just the same in Kumasi. So where this fire is, the completed KJTR market, the $298 million facility, is just about a minute walk from that KJTR market, right? And the new central market development is also about a minute walk. Now, right behind this building is a large market built of timber and all these combustible materials, right? And so it's a very, very dangerous situation we are looking at. PZ is also just in the area. If the fire service contains this fire, then we are okay. If they are unable to contain this fire, there's a risk of the fire spreading and a lot of property being lost. So we hope the fire service gets all the support. All the other fire tenders within the general area should move to the place and help deal with this fire.
I am concerned by the fact that this is a 4-story building. I don't know if you recall back in 2016 or 2015 when the Ghana Fire Service went to Parliament to tell them that in Ghana we don't have equipment to fight fires that are higher than 4 floors up. And they therefore asked Parliament to pass a law banning Ghanaians from building any structure higher than 4 stories. Of course, that was a preposterous request, and Parliament did not agree. But the fire service was that concerned by the fact that if your building has more than 4 stories and you call them, they are likely to be useless. Right. So, no doubt, this particular fire will be stretching their resources to its maximum.
Yeah.
And I certainly hope that they are up to the task and able to deal with it.
Yes, and in dealing with fires, you need to incorporate both active and passive firefighting strategies. So in building, you need to choose fire-resistant materials. Unfortunately, in our market, we rather use materials that are really not
combustible.
Yeah. So our market gets burnt. Tomorrow you see traders just building again with wood, with all sorts of combustible materials, and so it's a bit of a challenge in this area. So I've covered a lot of KJTR fires, and it's always burns till the end. But this, I hope,
the end. That's sad.
Whenever there's a fire in any section of KJTR,
it really does burn.
The fire service only manages to prevent a spread. But they are unable to stop it because of the nature of the things that are stored in some of these shops. So I just hope they contain this and prevent it from spreading to the other areas.
So talking of fires, by way of information, Heathrow International Airport has also been closed for the entire day due to power outage that's been caused by a fire outbreak. And so scheduled flights have been disrupted, including flights that are coming into Kotoka International Airport.
Wow.
Yeah. Today.
Somebody I know returned last night. He will be feeling
That's
very,
so
very
lucky.
Very lucky, right?
Very lucky.
Yeah, well, we hope they're able to resolve that as quickly as possible. Heathrow is probably still the most busy airport in the world.
And if you're in
a little
Kumasi,
over 600 flights will not.
If you're in Kumasi and you've not gone to work yet, if you work within the General Edum area, I would recommend you call your supervisor and work from home, because there's going to be crazy traffic. Yes, crazy. And the fire is very close to the main roundabout that leads into the KJTR market itself. So there's
the timber market is mentioned?
No. The main KJTR market, the properly constructed market. So there's going to be total gridlock. So if you've not gotten to work, left home yet, work from home.
I'm smiling at the idea of a shopkeeper working from home.
No, but you know there are a lot of corporate offices in the stores too. So
of course, yeah.
In fact, it will be the time a shop owner wants to go there and see. They want to be sure if their goods are quite safe, though. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Today we talk tourism as our guest, Efua Houadjeto, joins us after 8. But before that, we'll also see what we can figure out regarding this. Well, shall we call it an update from the Attorney General's office that indeed the raid on the home of the former Bank of Ghana governor was sanctioned with a warrant. It was lawful. Maybe it is the definition of lawful that we need to look at. So we'll talk about that too. And other related issues are Joa Safo trending, and so are we. Stay with us. It's all coming up today on the Super Morning Show. Use the hashtag JoySMS when you want to tell us what you think. Or of course, send it to 055 1111 997.
Wake up to joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show.
All right, now earlier we had the online review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle, good energy, Goyle, Yenara, Yendia.
And Zenith Bank is recognizing the hard work and balance that women maintain in the world. You know, women are the supermen and the super multitasking entities in the world, right? They're able to do everything. This morning I heard Samuel Dame giving instructions on homework.
Yes.
I
like how Sammy speaks pidgin with his wife.
Yes. Giving instructions on homework. Look, your wife will go to work, do the same work you do. Sometimes come home, cook, take care of the children, run side businesses as well. That is how women do it. And Zenith Bank is recognizing the hard work and balance that women maintain at home, at work, and in their businesses. And they are lending you a helping hand. Now, Zenith Bank's Women's Desk offers tailored financial services for women. They are giving you easy access to personal loans, business loans, access to financial literacy programs, and many more. Experience true support at Zenith Bank's Women's Desk, available at 37 business locations nationwide. So visit any of their branches, and if you want to know the participating branches, just visit zenithbank.com.gh. Now, the Zenith Bank Women's Desk is empowering women with financial solutions. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, now also we had the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, an Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime. Now, don't forget that peace of mind motoring starts with Toyota Ghana. Drive with complete confidence this year. Toyota Ghana is proud to present their game-changing extended warranty. So it's 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. So forget the worry of unexpected repair costs and focus on enjoying the road ahead. Secure your peace of mind today with Toyota Ghana extended warranty. There's more when you purchase any Toyota vehicle from their branches. You get a 1 year or 20,000 kilometer free service. Yeah, absolutely free. Talk about unbeatable value. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302 429 801 25 and let them get you started. Terms and conditions apply. Ghana drives Toyota. Toyota Ghana Limited, the right dealership for Toyota vehicles.
And every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Now, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keep your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity comes in 175 grams big family pack, 120 grams a Jakwa pack, 65 grams and 12 grams sachet, so you can always get what you can afford at any time. Don't just use toothpaste that brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent that protects your teeth. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent has been educating Ghanaians on how to brush their teeth for 25 years. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. Pepsodent also gives you the opportunity to talk to a dentist for free. So call toll-free number 0800 161 000 to talk to a dentist for free. It is for free. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
Now, from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, Fidelity Bank is believing in your dreams, and wherever you are on your journey, they want to be a part of it. If you are starting a career, if you are building a family, if you are growing a business, if you are planning your future, they are here for your journey. They also believe that every goal deserves a chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. You are here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Okay, well, listen, the secret to water storage is out. Everybody now knows it. If your tank doesn't have the tortoise on it, then it's not the correct tank. Yeah, the tortoise tank, Syntex tank, is the champion of water tanks. It's strong, it's durable, and it's built to handle our Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So listen, go outside, check your tank. If it doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that is tough like the tortoise. Call 0244 335 168 to buy now, or you can find one of their 400 agents across the country. Also, you could shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
Also discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in real estate, mineral trading and exports, logistics and food commodity trading. With our global presence, we connect markets that drive business growth and tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Reach us at mncgroup at mncgroup.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
And if you are looking for good news this morning, SG Ghana is giving away lots of amazing prizes, including a brand new luxurious Toyota RAV4 Adventure in the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo. Simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis per or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account and stand a chance of winning big. Now, if you are not a customer, you can open an account to participate in this Deposit and Drive promo from now till 30th of May 2025. You can win amazing prizes, including trips to Singapore or Dubai, Samsung mobile phones, air fryers, microwaves, TVs, or the ultimate, a brand new Toyota RAV4 from Toyota Ghana Company Limited. So, Ucha 7. Be a part of the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo. Call them on 0302 214 314 for further inquiries, or visit any SG Ghana branch and they will help you to deposit, and so you stand a chance of winning big. Now, this promo is regulated by the National Lotteries Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale, the future is you.
Okay, now KingdomStoreOnline.com says, come along and check out the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture and stationery, all from Kingdom Books. Whatever you see and like, you can pay for via Momo across all networks, and then just sit back at home or in your office and wait for your very fast delivery. Very fast and very free delivery if you live in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions do apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
I hope you've heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies. Well, if you haven't, let me tell you more about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium New Formula, the additive enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear and detergent additives, Excellium New Formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. You will drive experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium New Formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
And of course, choose the Super Morning Show, because we'll bring you everything you could possibly want to know about the future of tourism in Ghana. Our guest, Efua Houadjeto, joins us for that conversation. You really don't want to miss it. Also, Kumasi burning, the fire in Edum, sending up billows of smoke that can be seen for miles and miles and causing traffic that can be felt for miles and miles. Because Kumasi really at the center of it this morning.
That was 82. The First Avenue will be blocked today, definitely. So there will be no movement, and so the traffic is going to be crazy. And from the description from Eugene, if you are at the Kumasi City Mall, you're about 4 kilometers from the location where the fire is. So if you can see the smoke from there, it's quite a big deal. And I've seen videos of this, and I just hope and pray that it doesn't spread.
Indeed.
The building that is on fire is going to lose it. They are going to lose a lot of money, but I hope it doesn't spread into the other areas.
Well, we'll certainly be bringing you updates on that, so stay with us for all of it right here on the Super Morning Show. Don't forget to use the hashtag JoySMS when you post on X.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Brushing gets more fun with your kids with the new Pepsodent Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
You're welcome back. It's 7:34 and we've brought you reports of a fire that is currently being fought at the center of Idum in Kumasi, in a building right next to Hello FM, which has been evacuated as we speak. But the fire itself still raging, but the fire service and first responders are on the scene seeking to fight it. Our man is on the scene as well, Leo Stanley of Love FM. Leo, tell us clearly what you've observed so far.
So right now, the fire is still raging on the top of the building where it started. Right now, it has gone to the second building. The second building today, it started on the roof, but it looks like it has seeped through one of the stores that is on the top of that building as well. So far, some explosives. I'm sure it's coming from the stores where they sell electrical, stuff and that kind of stuff. Yes, that's now.
So you're confirming that the fire has actually spread now to another building?
I also received reports that a lot of stores behind that building, wooden structures where they sell, shoes and sneakers and stuff. But you don't get access to that place, so we can't get business or confirm what is actually happening there. But from what people are telling us, at the back of the building where a lot of the stores are also gone.
Wow, so that sounds like the fire is spreading and is no longer contained in one building.
No, not at all.
Tell us about some of the structures that are nearby which are at risk of catching fire.
Okay, so there are, that stretch is made up of buildings has hundreds of stores. So usually 2 or 3 stories. That is just next to Hello FM. So the one that is on the left of Hello FM is the one that caught fire, and then on the left of that the building too has caught fire. But Hello FM building is for the moment. It's kind of loaded. It's all 3-story, 4-story buildings.
All right. Now, so far, any injuries?
Not that I can know of right now, because there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of commotion going on, so you can't really tell what is going on right now. But we haven't seen anybody getting hurt or anything. So the second building that caught fire, there were people in it trying to salvage their goods, throwing them down from the top. I can still see people in that building right now, and they are still in there. Some of them are still in there, but when the fire got to the last floor of that building, I can see them now rusting down. But so far, I haven't seen anybody get hit or anything like that.
So there are still people in the second building while it is on fire.
The ambulance service and their personnel is on top of the car screaming giving them warning to, move away from the building. But it looks like they are more interested in getting sure their goods are safe.
All right, now tell us.
Deploying it. I can see about 3 fire personnel on the ladder right now, pulling the. Okay, so now the water started. You started pumping the water out of the fourth fire center, which has the ladder right now.
Okay, so to clarify, there are now 4 fire tenders, but only one of them has a ladder high enough to reach the top floor where the fire is.
Only one that is spraying water right now.
Right. Okay.
From where I am.
How long since the fire broke out? How long since the fire broke out, Leo?
It started at 6 a.m. Exactly 6 a.m.
All right, so it's been almost 2 hours, and we now have 4 fire tenders, and the first splash of water has only just been deployed onto the fire, right?
Okay, so this is not the first splash of water, but the first splash of water from the vehicle that has the ladder.
Right. Okay, thanks for that clarification. All right, Leo, well, we know the situation is certainly evolving, so we will keep coming back to you for updates on this. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you.
That's Leo Stan. On Facebook and on YouTube, you can go check it out. You'll see images of this inferno in the center of Edum, Kumasi, which has engulfed several buildings so far, according to eyewitnesses. At least 2 buildings at the center of it right now, and one of those buildings still being evacuated as we speak. People struggling to save their valuables. Rather than save themselves, which really shouldn't be.
And there are about 3.9 acres of shops, Kantamanto style. The Kantamanto style type of shops right behind the building that is burning. And if it spreads there, that would be disastrous.
We can't afford that. All right, stay with us. We'll bring you updates of it as it unfolds right here on the Super Morning Show. But right now, though, some good news, some smiles to spread across the nation as some of you celebrate your birthdays. Some very special people celebrating their birthday today. We'll see how many of them we can acknowledge on birthday messages brought
on Franco's digital platforms. You get up to 40% discount on your phones, your smart TVs, air conditioners, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machines, microwaves, blenders, CCTVs and a whole lot more. So download the Franco Trading app, Franco, on the Google Play Store, or visit their website francotrading.com and get up to 40% discount on all your mobile phone brands and accessories. You can call Franco on 0246 422338 and 0555 939311, or download the new Franco Trading app, Franco, on Google Play Store, or visit the website francotrading.com. Franco phone, still phone papa fee.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm well.
You don't sound excited.
I
Big
don't.
Things are in the offing later tonight.
I know. The reason why I'm not too happy is because of the KJT fire. You know, my mom was a trader, and her friends had shops there, and she used to send me to go and pick stuff for her shop in Asia. And there was a big fire that I covered, and I saw my mother's friends' shops
Wow, raised down.
Completely burnt. And that was where we got our source of livelihood. So when there's a fire in those areas, as much as I try to, raise my spirits, bring back those memories.
We do hope that they are.
But still, tonight we will chill.
Oh, we'll chill.
Yes, we will chill. Black Stars will win.
The Black Stars.
And we will chill.
Oh, we will chill.
Yes.
So later tonight, the Black Stars of Ghana, and I'm going to call it, are going to flex their muscles and shed off every other bad vibe from the past year. We'll look ahead to that big game against Chad, bring you what's been happening around the continent, because Mali, they upped the ante yesterday in the qualifiers. Unfortunately for Cameroon, they also dropped points. We've got details of that and some athletic stories on the Joy Sports Center for you this morning. Good morning, my name is Victor Achutamaklan. We're going to start from matters relating to the Black Stars of Ghana. And the new captain of the team is Jordan Ayew. In his very first interview, he spoke to my colleague Daniel Cranton. He says he's honored to receive the role he feels he was destined for. The 33-year-old was named captain by Black Stars boss Otuado earlier this month, becoming the third Ayew after his father Abedi and older brother Andre to captain the team.
It just happened naturally, I think, and I'm honored, I'm proud, but as well it demands a lot of work and a lot of responsibilities. But I've been with the best, so I've learned from the best, whether it's Samoa, whether it's Andre. I've learned from them, and I'll try and pick up things from their qualities, and obviously for me, to be myself, because when I'm myself, I'm at my best. When I'm not myself, then I become a bit unproductive. So, I just take it calmly and, stay positive.
On the team's recent struggles, the captain says the Stars will soon turn the corner.
It's time. It's a period of transition. You need to be a bit patient and support us and be positive. We know it can be frustrating at times. We know it. Yeah. We know it can be frustrating because I know how passionate Ghanaians are. But I'm pleading with them, they need to be a bit patient and support the boys, because without them, we can't perform, So for me, I just think it's just a matter of time and patience, but we'll come good.
Well, the Black Stars head coach Otuado himself is assuring Ghanaians that his team is ready and prepared to win against Chad later tonight in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers on Friday. The Black Stars could go top of Group I with a win. Following the Stars' inability to qualify for the next AFCON, support for the team has waned, with President John Dramani Mahama rallying the team for victory. Otuado is confident that will come later tonight. But first, let's hear from the chairman of the Youth and Sports Committee in Parliament, Ernest Nogbe, who told the team after a visit yesterday that the entire country is behind them.
You will see the 39 million Ghanaians in the stadium, the 278 MPs, 278 constituencies. Members of those constituencies will be at the stadium to cheer you. We know Ghana is a football-loving country, and we are all yearning to go to US, Mexico, and then Canada next year. We want to play the final in US, yes, which we are very much hopeful. Yes, we are playing finals in the US. So we are here in the name of Ghana.
Politicians, they want to play the World Cup final in the United States of America. But let's hear from the Black Stars coach Otuado himself.
We're really, really happy for that. Everyone to feel in a good environment, to give their best, and then to win. And I'm very, very sure that we disappoint you. And we've been doing well in the training. They prepared well. I'm very, very happy to have the squads here. The way they train, the way they move together, they stick together, the way they discuss things now. And I'm really, really positive about tomorrow. Thank you once again. Like I said, we don't take it for granted, Sports Minister, that you come in every day to support us, to watch us. Thank you very much, the members of Parliament, and we meet in future and we'll make you proud.
Let's talk about what's been happening in the group, because even before the Black Stars play later tonight, others were in action. Benin, Cape Verde, Gabon, and Mozambique all moved top of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying groups as the fifth round of the African campaign began after a 9-month break. Mali are now 2 points behind group leaders Madagascar and one below Ghana and Comoros, following their win 3-0 against Comoros in neutral Morocco. The other game, Benin also rose to the top of Group C despite squandering a 2-0 lead to draw against Zimbabwe after Wolves forward Marshall Monetti started the comeback for the Warriors. That result will excite Nigeria, who set 5 points below their West African neighbors and will look to get their qualification bid back on track against Rwanda in one of the 11 matches scheduled to be played later today. Mozambique also beat 10-man Uganda by 3-1 to move 3 points clear of Algeria in Group G, although the North Africans could regain top spot with victory over Botswana later this weekend. Dennis Bwanga's double also helped Gabon claim a 3-0 win over Seychelles in Group F, a result which puts the Panthers 2 points ahead of Ivory Coast before the reigning continental champions travel to Burundi. Cape Verde, meanwhile, also capitalized on Cameroon dropping points on Wednesday with a narrow 1-0 triumph against Mauritius in that game. Elsewhere, AFCON
has been very, very, very consistent. The first half, in fact, the first half of the season, Dreams FC were off color, but the second half, we are yet to lose again. We went to Sabaton, defending champions. We held on 1-1. We came home to beat Pacific. There was a break as a result of the incident that happened in Suratuma. We had a Ghana. We held it was a day that we played very well, and we beat Almighty House of Football last Saturday. So I'm not surprised by this level of performance and results in the last 5 games so far as Dreams FC is.
2010 champions Brecum Chelsea are hosting Let's move the conversation on Dreams FC, Vision FC at home.
Moment. As a 9-year-old girl, I never thought that I would be standing up here one day, getting to give back to this incredible movement of ours. This is not just a huge honor, but it is a reminder of my commitment to every single one of you, that I will lead this organization with so much pride, with the values at the core, and I will make all of you very, very proud and hopefully extremely confident in the decision that you've taken today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Let's get some reactions because
has to be fair, and it's her job to ensure that there's equal representation. But she did say that, a part of that equal representation would be to see the Olympic Games go to different parts of the world. And I think that admittedly, she pointed out that Africa has issues with infrastructure, and they don't want games that are not sustainable, where they have to build everything from scratch. But she also mentioned the fact that Morocco will be hosting the World Cup in 2030, and that could give the continent an indication of what is possible and what we are capable of in terms of an ability and readiness to host the game. So she has indicated her readiness to be able to look in that direction of bringing the game to the continent, but she clearly has said that she's not going to be playing the favoritism game.
fit handle am. For Telecel, we dey bob say everybody gets what e dey like. That be why Made For Me bundles dey. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you dey want am. Dial *530# then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
That's a lie. He's calling you from a guest house in Asylum Down.
Please, an SMS was delivered across to our customers this morning. Didn't you receive any SMS or you haven't checked?
The truth is that he's a scammer.
Please kindly cross-check your message to be sure about this because your account requires an update.
This is where they play games with your mind.
Without you updating, you won't be able to access your account for any transaction, either outgoing or incoming.
Your bank or service provider will never call or text asking you to update your account or verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card or bank card details. Looks can be deceiving. Pay better attention to details to avoid getting scammed. For more information, visit www.ecobank.com. Ecobank, a better way, a better Africa. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
This new year, let your journey be worry-free. Renew or buy a brand new motor insurance policy with Provident Insurance from January to March 2025 and enjoy exciting rewards such as fuel coupons and exclusive Provident souvenirs. Need assistance? Chat with Obaya, our friendly WhatsApp assistant on 024-242-6396. She will sort you out babia, anywhere, anytime, or visit any of our branches, agents, or brokers today. Provident Insurance, your reliable partner for 43 years, keeping you covered every mile of the way. Don't miss out on this special offer. Terms and conditions apply. With Provident, man, you're covered.
Provident, man, you're covered.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat? I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
I used to stress about where to receive my Abro sticker and always used to doubt whether my friend has really sent it.
So I asked a friend of mine and he said his wife used to have similar challenges until she decided to receive money transfers from CBG.
Well, I can relate because now I receive my money from CBG. It's so simple, fast and secure with no delays and no hidden fees. And I must say, life is now feeling good.
Stay connected to your loved ones no matter where they are. With Consolidated Bank Ghana's money transfer services, you can receive money quickly and securely from abroad, whether through MoneyGram, Western Union, PayAngel, TransFast, UnityLink, Ria, EaseRemit, Thunes, TapTap Send, and TerraPay. Cash out your way any day with Consolidated Bank Ghana. Welcome to the good life. CBG, we stand with you.
We stand with you.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cerio at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our showroom for a test drive at the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, Farisco Traffic Light, or opposite Glyco office at Dabraka, Accra. Call our hotlines on 0540-100-868 and 0243-480-334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Serial Nano 3 EVs. The Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Serial EV. Go electric.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's Friday!
Volta region. Producers of so many wonderful things. Including Efua Houadjeto. Yes. We have a lot to thank the Volta region for.
You see the trumpet they are playing in the song. If you are traveling from the Dabala area to Keta proper, like you are going to the coastal part. There is this shop by the road, and it says trumpet repairs. Wow! Bring your trumpet for repairs. That's the only place I've been to in Ghana that I found a shop that repairs trumpets.
Yeah, but where else except
the Bobo must Bobo?
Yes. I'll say a Bobo.
Yes.
Anyway, we're excited about the Volta region for many reasons, particularly during Ghana month, because we're going there, right? Today.
The trip is today.
The trip is on. And in fact, we're excited about all the reports that will be coming from this journey. 2 nights in the Volta region.
2 good nights in the Volta region.
Yes.
Different experiences to Amajopa, to Kwando, to the Dodi cruise. Sounds and sights and taste of Volta.
Tafia Tome Monkey Sanctuary,
it's going to
zip line. It's going to be fantastic. So many beautiful things in the Volta region. But today we've brought one of the beautiful things from the Volta region to our studio. Efua Houadjeto is our guest. She, of course, is the head honcho at the Ghana Tourism Authority, which means we have a lot to talk about. Efua, it's so nice to see you. Good morning.
It's a pleasure seeing you. It's so refreshing being here. Thank you. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning to you. All right. Okay, so in a moment, more from Efua. But first, listen, mums, it's finally here. The news that you've been waiting for. Your favorite Cerelac now comes in the new variant with the combined goodness of wheat and maize, and it's fortified with iron, vitamins and minerals. Plus the new Cerelac wheat and maize comes at an affordable price of just 2 Ghana cedis per sachet. If you want to make it, it's simple. Just add milk, nanyan. Cerelac, in fact, this is how they say Cerelac we nyawihiane milk, right? Cerelac. Care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
And for this Ghana month and beyond, you have to celebrate our culture and history whilst you embrace you embrace nature on board the MV Dodi Princess, Ghana's largest and finest cruise ship. Join us and learn about Ghana in a unique therapeutic environment on the Volta Lake to help you rejuvenate and plan the rest of the year. If you are looking for that perfect place for a family getaway or corporate retreat, look no further. Volta Hotel in Akosombo and Dodi World in Akosombo offers a fantastic vacation destination for people seeking relaxation, comfort, and a break from the bustling life in the city. And they have a special World Water Day celebration happening this Saturday and every Saturday in a unique style. Learn how to preserve water in your little corner with Volta Hotel and Dodi World, Akosombo. And they have also curated an exclusive lineup of festive program activities and packages for you and your loved ones to enjoy. So if you want your family packages, your buffet lunch with live band, the evening happy hour with live band, swimming, tennis, nightclub activities, the place to go is Volta Hotel. So this coming Easter, we are going to Volta for the memorable Dodi Princess cruise on the lake. It's happening from Good Friday to Easter Monday with an after party at the Adowa Night Club. Volta Hotel and Dodi World invite all corporate institutions, families and individuals this Easter holidays to experience the warmth of Easter like never before. Get in touch for bookings and enquiries today. Call them on 0544 357 703 0558 176 200 or email them sales@voltahotel.com.gh. Also follow them on IG, Facebook and X for more exclusive offers. That is Volta Hotel, Dodi World, Ghana.
You know that rich auntie, that chairman, that work colleague, you know who I'm talking about. They're getting more than they signed up for. And here's why. It's because they're enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital banking solutions. With Absa Banking, insurance, and investment solutions, the next big story is yours to write. Sign up for an ABSA account today and get more. Your story matters. ABSA.
All right. Well, her story matters too, and that's why we want to hear it. Efua Houadjeto is our guest here on the Super Morning Show. Lots of you enjoying the Bobobo music. We promise we'll bring you more of it as the show goes on. George Quay says Bobobo is the only gospel music to which you can twerk.
He didn't lie about that.
George Quay will not go to heaven. Yeah. Well, good morning to you, George. Good morning to Kwame Ajato as well, who's loving the music, and to all of you who are tuned in. Today we're talking tourism, and I mean, the number of times it's been said, it's no longer a cliche, it's just an accepted fact of life, that tourism holds the key to unlocking our entire economy. Tourism, if handled well, could end up bringing in far more than gold, cocoa, and any other commodity any country could trade. There are nations that have absolutely nothing to sell but make a fortune from tourism. Anything can be a source of tourism, from health to religion to geography. Anything, art, all of it could come together to form a basis for tourism. And so we choose very carefully the people we want to be decision makers in this sector. The president did exactly that when he chose Maame Efua Houadjeto to run the Ghana Tourism Authority. Well, congratulations on your appointment. How's it been so far?
Thank you very much, Kojo. So far, so good. It's been very hectic from day one. When I say hectic, busy. It's been very busy from day one. So, yes, but I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Tell me, what was perhaps the biggest shock you've experienced so far about this job? The thing that was most unexpected?
The number of visitors that come in. The number of visitors that come in. If I'm not exaggerating, in a day, I get an average of 40 people coming in.
Good work.
Wow. So you keep attending to one person after the other. Before you know, it's about 6:30, 7, and then you have to cut off to work. So I spend another about 2.5 hours doing proper work, and I leave the office about 9:30 in the evening.
So what do they all want, these people?
Yeah, tourism is interesting. Everybody has a perspective to tourism. Everybody has an idea they want to share. Everybody sees tourism from, their own corner. And of course, a lot of well-wishers as well. And I've experienced a number of people who also come to share ideas and want to also engage in some business conversation with us.
So maybe you can help us with a nice, clear perspective of your mandate as the head of the Ghana Tourism Authority. What's your job?
Well, basically, putting it in simple words, we are supposed to promote and market Ghana.
To who?
To the world and to ourselves, we are supposed to tell our stories in a manner which will attract people to come in a manner that would it's engaging, is unique, it makes people understand and appreciate us better, and also by doing that we get people coming into the country to experience some of the heritage that we have. So let's say let me put it like this: we have our heritage sites to promote. We have ecotourism. We have sustainable tourism. We have domestic tourism. So all of this come together to stimulate our economy. So we have also some marketing activities that we engage in when it comes to tourism. So we market ourselves or promote ourselves online, electronically through Facebook, radio, TV, like we're doing. And also we attend exhibitions abroad to also meets the people face to face. So in these cases, what happens is that we invite a number of tour operators to come and also listen to our story, experience what we have, and also share our stories to their clients and give Ghana as an alternative destination to go to. So and also advertise ourselves. I mean, we tell our stories in various ways. So we communicate through all sorts of platform. Whatever opportunity we get, we try to communicate our stories. So we meet people. We ourselves travel and meet organizations, meet people, and tell them our stories. And I'll say that when it comes to marketing Ghana, the people that our biggest clients or our biggest visitors happen to be the African Americans who also have a past with us. These African Americans, I would say, they are our lost brothers and sisters. And not only do they yearn to find out where the roots are, but we as Ghanaians, we also yearn to know what happened to them when they left. We want to know what kind of life they've had. And when they come here, we like to receive them as our brothers and sisters that we lost. We like to see them as the people that we didn't have to let go, but we were powerless, so we had to let them go somehow. And if you listen or read our history, you'll realize that it was the strongest our strongest people were the people that actually made it, to the Western world. And that is because if you're not strong, you wouldn't go through that kind of I don't know whether to say outrageous method or manner in which they had to take them in there. I mean, you have lots of people sleeping, even from where they came from, where they are captured, before they get, to the castles where they'll be eventually, shipped off. I mean, when you experience the castles where it used to be the slave dungeons, it's a horrifying experience. I mean, to think that people went through that, and they were tied all the time, and even where they had to I don't know whether it's okay to say this on radio, but people where they had to wee and do the number one and number two, just next to them, and it was a very inhumane experience, and yet you had people who were strong enough to get to the shores.
So would you say that they are your main target audience for a lot of?
They are, yes, they are majority. I mean, I think I'll say there are 60% of our visitors that come to Ghana.
Wow.
Of course, we also have the Europeans who love nature, so they will come to our Molly parks. They just love the games. They love wildlife. They want to experience the true nature of a person or the true nature of an environment. So they would like to come in, watch birds, go to Molly Park and other wild areas, experience our wildlife. They would like to pitch tents, in our green forest, just so they can relate to nature.
Right.
So so we have two sects of visitors.
Right.
So we have those from the African American. I mean, they
come
are
for the
particularly interested in their heritage,
right?
And you have the Europeans who come in and they are particularly interested in wild, adventure.
Okay, if you just joined us, we're talking to Maame Efua Houadjeto. She is the head of the Ghana Tourism Authority. She's the one that the president has appointed to promote Ghana to the world. Is it difficult? I mean, I ask because we have so much good stuff to promote, right? From our culture to our nature to our Nancy stories to our Idinkra symbols to our castles, and like we have so much good stuff to sell. Yet we are not the number one tourism destination in the world. So I wonder, does that mean that it's difficult? Is there some hardship to promoting Ghana?
It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's more of the approach that we have had towards tourism in the past. I think that the approach is very, very different now. In recent times, tourism has been given tourism sits on the round table, for discussion because of the contribution it makes to the economy. Tourism is taken a lot more serious than we did before. Before it was just people coming to visit you, people coming to experience you. We didn't actually take the economic aspect too important. But in recent times, the story is different. The story is different. Now there's a whole strategy to looking at tourism. There's a whole strategy to it because tourism creates jobs. Tourism it stimulates the economy. Our whole aim is to make sure that tourism can be either the number one or number two in this country when it comes to income generation. Because in the past tourism has been number three. So we believe that we can have a conversation where tourism will be number one, because in other parts of the world that is what they focus on. That tourism is what makes their economy tick, so that is what we are looking at.
So you've been in office for about a month?
Yes, about a month.
Do you have your board set up already?
It will be set up soon.
It will be set up.
It will be set up soon.
And until the board comes, you cannot do a lot of big things, right?
Yes, we have our sector minister, a very vibrant, intelligent woman.
Auntie Jifa.
Auntie Jifa. So, Auntie Jifa, Honorable Jifa Gomashi or Honorable Abla Jifa Gomashi. So for now, she is the one we report to.
Okay.
Since she's our sector minister, she has about 13 agencies under her, and all of these agencies revolve at the ministry from time to time. She holds meetings with all the various agencies. We tell her what we want to do, how we want to do, and we share our budget with her. It's a whole discussion.
Yeah.
Then we take it from there.
I like that you've mentioned the budget. So once you've shared the budget, then you have a list of programs and activities you want to undertake this year. What are the targets? What are the things that the GTA wants to do this year, and where would that take us as a people in our economy?
GTA has so much to offer Ghanaians. We have so much to offer Ghanaians, and every month we have something that we do, every single month. So when I joined, I just fell into the chocolate month, where we promoted our cocoa and its produce. We did quite a good job of it. And in March, we are doing the Heritage Month, which has been fantastic with the support of all of you. The Heritage Month has been something else. I have people saying that why can't we extend it? But every month there's something to do. So during the Easter, which is next month, we also have the Kwewu paragliding. That is also huge, and we're looking at other regions in the near future. We also have we have Tourism Month, we have the Pan Affairs, we have the Sports Month, we have all sorts. So I'm
not hearing the Ogwafetu Afashe.
Oh, so we have all these festivals, which the Ogwafetu Afashe is also a massive one. What tourism does, like I keep saying, is that it actually gives us an opportunity to to stimulate our economy. When it comes to Ogwaifeto Afeshe, for instance, every single hotel in Cape Coast is full. Every restaurant, every eatery is full. The people are excited. People who sell African clothing, people in printing business make a lot of money because we have the Orange. Is it the Orange Friday? The Orange Friday, where everybody is in something orange, and you have groups of people actually wearing the orange T-shirts, and the nightlife is rife, and it is exciting. Not just also about Ogwaifeto Afeshe, but also Hogbechocho. When you have Hogbechocho, you also have it's also very exciting. You have the whole of Volta region there, and it's a big deal as far as they are concerned. But what we want to add to tourism this year in particular is our sports. Okay. We believe that sports is major for us. Sports is major for us, so we're doing a number of events as far as the sporting industry or sector is concerned. So for this very Friday, today, this evening, we have Ghana versus Chad, which Ghana Tourism Authority is playing a key role with the Ghana Sports Authority, So we collaborated with them to actually market Ghana, So when you enter the stadium, for instance, you see all our Aquaba banners, you see all our colorful tourist sites, you see Ghana, you feel Ghana there. You feel we just want people to. This is the beginning of our Black Star experience, and that is what we're doing. Apart from the football that we took a great interest in and we are supporting, we are also going to have a number of. So let's say on the 1st of July, for instance, we're going to have a cycling event. And it's international, so we're doing it with other African countries. Okay. We're also going to have a marathon later in the day, and we're also going to have some boxing, activities. So we're using all of these to promote tourism, and I keep saying that tourism is about telling your story. Yeah. It's about projecting yourself, and we are taking advantage of every sector to promote ourselves. What we need to do to make it better for us is to I have a personal passion for what people go through when it comes to visa at the airport. I think for now it's a bit expensive, so we need to talk to the right authorities and see whether they can do something about giving us some sort of visa-free entrance when our visitors are coming, or make it a little cheaper or flexible. At the moment it's quite expensive when you get to the airport. I think for visa it's about anything between $100 and $200 for people who are coming, but in other countries who have taken tourism very seriously, it's literally a visa-free entrance. So we're trying to aim at that. And also we're trying to look at something called MICE. MICE is about our meetings, conferences, incentives. So meetings, incentive, conferences, and exhibitions. And these are huge when it comes to tourism, because you have conferences with huge numbers, and that helps us. We get our hotels full, we get our restaurants busy, we get our facilitators busy and getting paid. So much happens, So yes, we're also trying very hard to promote MICE, and that for us is the way to go. Right. So MICE is very, very, very key to us. Then we come back to some of our entertainment programs, our Panafest, our festivals, our colorful festivals.
Yeah. In fact, we want to hear more about these, but I'll ask you to hold on just a moment for us. If you just joined us, we're talking to Maame Efua Houadjeto. She, of course, runs the Ghana Tourism Authority. She's got great plans for the tourism sector. She's sharing them with us. We're going to take some messages, and when we come back, we're going to hear even more from her. She's been known to be quite to praise her predecessor for at least some of the things he's done. We want to know what her plans are to either continue or build on or evolve some of those things. So stay with us. That is all coming up. But just before we take these messages, let me remind you, we've been keeping an eye on the fire in Kumasi, in Idum, right in the center of town. The building right next to Hello FM has been on fire, but unfortunately we're hearing the fire is spreading. There are 4 fire tenders on site at the moment. Only one of them is equipped to fight fire at the height of a 4-story building, but they are all there lending support. We are told that the contractors who are building KJTIA Phase 2 had to actually chip in and bring a water tanker to support the efforts of the Ghana Fire Service. The fire unfortunately has spread to other buildings in the meantime. We'll keep an eye on that and we'll bring you details as they unfold. Keep it locked here on Joy.
Hello, Mr. Headmaster.
Please sit. I want to discuss your child, Sarah. She is always asking questions. Questions after questions. It never stops.
Sorry, we will...
Oh, no, don't be sorry. We love her curiosity. Our world needs more curious minds. So, well done.
Oh, thank you. Confident, curious kids will change our world. Nido is specially formulated with iron, vitamin C, and A. Nido, your love, their future. This advert is FDA approved.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Active Insurance, Maame Efua Houadjeto. Buy or renew your motor insurance in the Active Efua Houadjeto promo and walk away with instant gifts such as free fuel coupons, car dusters, and branded souvenirs. Dial *713*313# or visit any of our branches, agents, and brokers nationwide to buy or renew your motor insurance policy. Get activated and receive your instant gift. Promo ends on 30th April 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Active Insurance. Our clients, our passion.
Electroland Ramadan promotion is here. Get unbeatable deals on top brands Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. Get NASCO 166-liter top mount freezer at 3,999 Ghana cedis plus a free flask. NASCO tabletop freezer starting from 1,999 Ghana cedis plus a free flask. NASCO chest freezer at 3,899 Ghana cedis plus free NASCO deep fryer. Get our Media 198-liter chest freezer at a whooping discount from 5,249 Ghana Ghana cedis to 3,999 Ghana cedis. For 4,499 Ghana cedis, you can get a TCL bottom mount fridge plus free NASCO meat grinder. Get our Samsung top load washing machine at 6,499 Ghana cedis plus free NASCO deep fryer. Rush to our showrooms and authorized dealers across Ghana. Call 0503 159 739 for inquiries. Electroland, home of affordable luxury appliances and electronics.
All right, it's 5 minutes to 9 on the Super Morning Show. We're so glad you've stayed with us. We're having a very sparkling conversation with Efua Houadjeto. She, of course, is the one that the president has tapped for the important job of running the Ghana Tourism Authority. And she's been telling us all of her big plans for the sector. In fact, while we're at it, I know that there's another agency called the Ghana Tourism Development Company or Corporation.
Company.
Right? What's the difference? What's the difference between the Ghana Tourism Authority and GTDC?
Well, with GTA, which is a Ghana Tourism Authority, we promote Ghana without making profits, and the GTDC promotes Ghana with the intention of making profits. So basically what it is that they took the commercial aspects of tourism from GTA and created GTDC. So that is how I will describe it. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So, well, thanks very much for that. Now, of course, before we took the break, I was pointing out that you've been very charitable about your predecessor. Quite gracious in touting his successes, particularly with things like the return, the year of return, and so forth. Now, you are part of an administration that also wants to promote Ghana, but it seems that you want to do it under different branding. We're hearing of things like the Black Star Experience and so forth. Talk to us. I mean, what's the difference here? Is one evolving into another? Are we taking advantage of some continuity of good branding? How exactly is this particular agenda going to be pushed forward by you?
Thank you very much. So, yes, my predecessor was fantastic when it comes to marketing Ghana abroad with the themes that his government started with. But what they failed to do was focus also on domestic tourism. So domestic tourism suffers now, but that is what we also want to focus on, But on the whole, we believe that tourism, like I keep telling you, is about how you sell your story. How we sell our story is very, very, very important. And we believe that selling our stories, getting people to come over to experience who we are, is all an experience, And that experience is by the black people of Ghana, and the black people of Ghana are the black stars that we talk about. I think, is it Marcus Garvey was the first to mention or promote who the black person was and how even though we are black, we are the stars. So all we are saying is that you come into West Africa, you come into Ghana, the experiences that you are going to have in Ghana, doesn't matter what marketing cliches we have, is going to be called the Black Star Experience. So that is what it is.
I'll take you back to your mandate, and then we'll continue this conversation on the Black Star Experience and what then really will happen to the year of return. But I'll take you back to your mandate. Do you have regulatory responsibility as an authority? Do you regulate? Do you have laws that you regulate the industry, the tourism industry at all, as a part of your mandate?
Yes, certainly. We are the regulators in the industry. So yes, we have a regulatory mandate. So we regulate standards of hotels, standards of restaurants. We regulate, what all the spaces that visitors would have to experience. It is for us to regulate. It is for us to look at it and give it standards. So if we fall short of standards, we need to do something about it and lift that standard. Yes, so that is what we do. We even regulate our tourist sites, So that is why in the beginning I mentioned that some of our tourist sites are so raw, and we need to add value to it to make it a little more, interesting and a little more attractive to people who come and enjoy what we have.
Okay, now back to the Black Star experience. And so, if I understand the concept, if we manage to convince our brothers and sisters or families outside of the country and then they get to Ghana, then there's a particular experience that they would have here in Ghana.
You see, experiencing us comes in a number of forms. I think that during this Heritage Month, I would say every Ghanaian has experienced what Ghana stands for. So you experience our hospitality, you experience our food, you experience why we wear colorful clothing. We are one of the few countries that we wear very bright, beautiful colors. When you go elsewhere, everybody is in dark clothing. So you experience our clothing, you experience our jewelry, you experience our music. What we call Feel Ghana. So you experience us in many ways. And the thing that fascinates visitors when they come here are different local languages. It beats them. They're like, oh, so you have all these languages, and how do you communicate? And we're unique people. And all we are saying is that come and experience what we have. What we have is none like other. That is what sets us apart from other countries.
What happens to the year of return then?
The year of return is a marketing cliche. So we continue with marketing ourselves outside of Ghana.
So in this marketing, apart from having to have them come to Ghana, is there a way we are exporting this form of marketing? What are we doing as an authority outside of the country?
So what we have done in recent times is that, it's one thing getting everybody to come to Ghana to experience Ghana, and it's another thing letting your citizens, your locals, also experience Ghana and what it has, so that as a people we can also talk proudly about our heritage. We can talk proudly about our tourist sites. We can talk proudly about who we are and what we have. And by doing that, we're able to communicate better to people abroad, And so we have encouraged a lot of local tourism. And Joy FM, for instance, I think last week had a wonderful experience. I was there, I was a special guest, so I had a wonderful experience with the Gans. And this weekend you're having another experience with the Elwes, So my thing is that we are enjoying ourselves and what we have now, and it makes it easier for us to market ourselves out there. So when we go out there, being it the year beyond the return, for instance, we are asking our brothers and sisters outside, mostly the African Americans or the Africans that live outside of Ghana, we are asking them that come and experience what we experience here. Come and listen to your heritage. Come and find out what really happened. People have, especially some of the African Americans, they have the perception that, oh, so you allowed us to go and you traded us, and that kind of thing. So some people have their own thing about it, the perception of thinking. But rather, it was a stage where we as a people at the time, not only did they come for our gold, not only did they come for our ivory, not only did they come for our spices, but they also took advantage of how strong we are as a people to take us away.
So in the 120 days from the social contract that the president had with us, he said that you're going to launch the Black Star experience. What would it look like? What would the launch look like? And preceding that will be what kind of activities? Do you have that planned out already?
Well, so like I said, the Black Star experience is a banner for all events that we are going to have.
Okay.
All promotions that we are going to have. So it doesn't matter what event we are already experiencing. It doesn't matter what we are yet to experience. The banner like I said, is an experience, So our emphasis here is experience us as a people, experience we, the black people, experience the Black Star. So it is an experience we're giving you.
Okay.
When you come to Ghana, believe me, the experience is different. Like going to Berlin or wherever. When you go there, by nature they are cold people, and you feel it. As opposed to when you come in here, right when you touch down here, right at our airport, you see many black people smiling at you, whether they know you or they don't know you. Some will go ahead and say you're welcome to Ghana, enjoy your experience. I mean, it doesn't matter what packages probably your tour operators would have put together for you. Everywhere you go, whatever activity you get involved in, it's our experience that we want to share with you. So that, for me, is what we call the Black Star experience.
Okay, so there's nothing like a particular date where this government was said that we're launching the Black Star experience, and then after that, there's going to be pockets of events or anything beyond how the experience is going to take. The form and substance in which it's going to take is maybe the question.
We haven't launched it yet. So I don't think there'll be... it will be too quick for me to say what events we have underneath that, because it hasn't been launched. But as for where I sit, and as far as I'm concerned, I mean, everything that we are doing now is an experience for us.
Understandable.
All right, well, if you just joined us, we're talking to Maame Efua Houadjeto. She runs the Ghana Tourism Authority, and we're talking about the plans that she has for the sector and for Ghana as a whole. So let's talk. I mean, we talked at the beginning of the show about how tourism can transform our economy. Let's talk about that. What are the ways in which you are expecting to use tourism to contribute to the recovery of our economy?
Yeah, tourism is, like I said in my intro, is an important sector for us, and it is very important to plug in a few things. So my passion now, we talk about sustainable tourism. What are we doing about sustainable tourism? So my plan is to make sure that what we tout as sustainable tourism come to stay. So I'm looking at solar or alternative energy in most of our tourist sites, so that our tourists do not just experience us from morning till 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Because they travel distances, so they have to travel to a particular place. They'll have to stop at a particular tourist site because of the night, So I'm trying to introduce solar into a number of our tourist sites. We also want to use technology at our gates, so that we can be a little more accurate about how many people visit our sites and probably how much trickles in, We're also looking at, we have experienced how people like to experience us, as a people. So let's say the Mole Park, for instance. Mole Park is a beautiful game that we have. It's something that we want to also give it a facelift, in the sense that not only are we talking about solar there or the electronic gates, but we're also looking at affordable accommodation where people can come, and this affordable accommodation should be friendly to our ecosystem, so it should be affordable accommodation. And these are some of the things that we're looking at. We're also looking at other forms of transportation, and other forms of transportation would be, we have so much that we are not using. We have our beautiful Volta Lake that we don't have yachts lined up. We have our beaches that we are not taking advantage of as far as tourism is concerned. So yes, we are looking at building a couple of terminals and having can you imagine if you had a yacht or a boat, pick you from Accra and take you straight to Takoradi, and that would be a beautiful form of transportation. and also it's tourism. You
Yeah.
know, you're being shipped from one end to the other, and you get to experience our beautiful coast. And that form of transportation is quick, and it also enjoyable. You know, so these are some of the things we're looking at. So once we're doing what we're doing, but we're going to put all of these in place. We are going to also give our parks a facelift, you know, and make sure that at the end of the day, when people come in, you know, they will have that Black Star experience I've been talking about.
You've spent the past 3 minutes talking about infrastructure basically for tourism. Are all these things part of the big push, or this infrastructure I want to introduce into tourism is on its own?
My sector minister, Honorable Jifar Gomashi, and myself, and of course the sector itself, we have all been looking at how we can improve and introduce a few add some modernity or add value to what we have, just so we can increase our numbers. And I think it is key. When you look at other African countries like Kenya, Uganda, there's one that I'm forgetting the name.
Zanzibar.
That's Tanzania.
That's Tanzania. But it's still not the one I'm trying to. But anyway.
Namibia.
Pardon?
Namibia.
Sao Tome.
No.
Mauritius.
They're all fantastic destinations. Fantastic destinations. But we just want to catch up with some of these African destinations that we think that they've done a lot. You know,
I asked about the big push because some of these places you're talking about, you drive on proper roads to the tourist sites. Here, you go to some tourist sites, and the roads leading to the tourist sites.
Actually, that's why I brought my minister's
very
name
bad.
Yeah, because my minister is talking to the Minister for Roads and Highways to help us, you know, fix our roads to some of our tourist destinations. I mean, one particular one is Eastern Region. We have those beautiful Boti Falls, and the road to that site is not very good.
Yeah.
You know, so we are talking to road and highway ministers. We are talking to Minister for Transport. We are talking to Minister for Marine is under transport, right? So we are talking to roads and highways. We are talking to transport. We are talking to even our Minister for Sports. You know, because our roles sort of depend on each other.
Yeah.
And by talking to them, we make sure that what would their ministries, you know, would help with our success. So we also go with them with our proposals, telling them that yes, our roads, our marine, our sports, you know, should be looked at again, so that this time we can have beautiful sports tourism. We can have good roads to these tourist sites. Even for our ministry for our housing ministry,
Ministry of Works and
Ministry of Works and Housing, for instance, you know, can also give us what it takes to, I mean, look at some of the infrastructure in these places. And of course, Ghana Forestry Authority, can also help us with some of these things. But on the whole, what I'll say is that apart from sustainable tourism that we are looking at sports tourism, we are looking at
religious tourism.
Pardon?
Religious tourism.
People
tourism. Coming down to pray at the center of the world.
Yeah, to center of the world.
But what are we doing with the center of the world?
Oh, the center of the world. I think that Dr. Kobe Mensah has great ideas for it. I'm collaborating with him on a number of things when it comes to the center of the world, and he has a number of products that he's put together for the center of the world, you know, so that is also very key. We are looking at giving Panafest a different experience, you know. We are also looking at, of course, when you mentioned gospel tourism, for instance, not only are we looking at the center of the world for prayers, we are also looking at having one of the best gospel artists, you know, come to Ghana, so that gospel community, can also enjoy what Ghana can give them. We have a number of the youth who come in around November, December to enjoy great musical programs, and fashion shows, awards nights, and all of that. And these are all things that we create so that we can have people come and enjoy themselves in Ghana, have that nice experience, have that, enjoy our culture, our music, the way we do it, And I believe that when it comes to music, even when it comes to jazz, we're going to have a jazz festival as well. When it comes to jazz also emanates from here, So our sisters and brothers that were taken away from us, they remembered some of our rhythms and how we sing and all of that. And that is what we call jazz today. So the roots of jazz is here. And these are some of the things we need to tell the story about.
As beautiful as all of these ideas may sound, do you envisage genuine challenges?
Oh, certainly. All these that I'm talking about, you cannot get them for free. They are events, so you need to put it together. And production of events or huge events are very expensive. So we are looking at finance. We're trying to get We're trying to get the Ministry of Finance to approve our budget for us, and also we are asking other agencies like the UN. UN has a passion for tourism, and we have UNESCO that is helping us, helps us from time to time. So we believe that some of our tourism, for instance, not only do we depend on the Ghana government, but also we should be able to have a few organizations that believe that tourism is the future, to support us, stimulate our economy. And of course, we're talking about gospel, but spiritual tourism is very key. Thank you.
Well, it's a perfect place for us to wrap things up. We certainly wish you the very best, because if you succeed, it's good for everyone, right? So we are certainly hoping that you are able to achieve all of your goals, your very ambitious targets and goals in the tourism sector. We're here to support in any way possible, but we're grateful that you made the time to hang out with us this morning, Maame Efua.
Thank you so much. I am grateful. If I may, I wanted to add the importance of farming to our tourism. It's important. Agrotourism. Agrotourism is so key. So agrotourism is something that we're going to be big on as well, making sure that we have fresh food from farm straight to table and market the organic aspects of our meals.
We are actually creating an agrotourism space in Ekropon where our farm is. So Albert Haven Farm invites people to come for tourism. He actually set up the place to support parents with children who have autism. And there's also Adoko Farms. And so agrotourism is important. So some of your budgets
is very key.
Some of your budgets.
This means more guests in your office for you.
That's right. Maame Efua Houadjeto was our guest on the Super Morning Show. We're going to take some messages, all right? So go grab yourself a cup of tea, because there's more for us to do on the Super Morning Show. In the meantime, those of us in the studio are just going to twerk to some bobo.
They were sentenced, but their stories were never told.
Amina Bukari Amin. No! Amina, you have to let me go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, please. Amina, you have to. Please, Amina, you are free. You have to.
No woman. Image Bureau, April Communications, and Joy FM, in partnership with the UN Family in Ghana and led by the Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS, present Beyond the Walls, a story of stigma, survival, and the fear of freedom. Set in the Nsawam Female Prison, National Theatre. 29th and 30th March, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now at 200 cedis only at www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash. Beyond the Walls. Supported by New Plants Car Rentals, Aquaba Mineral Water, and Standard Bank.
Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net.
Saswabo, Sasso, Sasso, Kume Tonton Preko. Sasso, Sasso, Kume Tonton Preko. Edrana Dramin, Yabuseshe, Yahakesia, Malaria, Minyame Pone, Sasso Spray. Every mosquito study run away. Come on, tonton preko. Sasso, sasso, mi se come tonton preko. Come on, tonton preko. Sasso, come tonton preko. Nani sham ne die demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Gold Coast Leadership Conversations, Building Leaders for the Nations. The University of Gold Coast presents Ghana's premier leadership series, bringing together top executives, policymakers, and diplomats for 2 transformative sessions this March at Gold Coast Hall, University of Gold Coast, formerly Accra Business School, Spintex Road, Accra. On Saturday, March 22nd, Sir Sam Jonah, former CEO of Anglo Gold Ashanti, will share strategies for corporate governance and sustainable business growth, equipping leaders with the tools to drive resilience and ethical leadership. Then, on Saturday, March 29th, the Honorable Shirley Ayoko Botri, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, will explore how international partnerships can accelerate Ghana's economic development. This event is free and provides a unique opportunity to engage with industry pioneers, connect with peers, and gain real-world solutions to today's leadership challenges. Seats are limited. Register now at www.ugc.edu.gh/event or contact Charles Can at 026-050-0444. Media partners are Joy News, Joy 99.7 FM, Love FM, Adum 106.3 FM, Inshira FM, Joy Prime, Joy Online, Adum Online, Adum TV, Hits FM, and Asempa 94.7 FM. Gold Coast Leadership Conversations, March 2025, Building Leaders for the Nations.
It's Friday!
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7
Seigneur qu'on veut mais là si mon Dieu mais là c'est mon Dieu
Still live on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this is music from the Volta region. Charlie, the trumpet, oh, the trumpet. This is the trumpet that will sound when God is coming back. If you fail to hear this trumpet, you'll be left on earth. And bad news, sad news, Black Friday in Kumasi, there's a fire around the Kijitia Doom Central Market area. The fire service is working hard to contain the fire. We are told the Ashanti Regional Minister is on the scene and the respondents are doing everything they can to fight this fire. We'll bring you more updates in the course of the day here on Joy 99.7 FM. But it's now time to talk about education and opportunities in education. And I've been joined by a team from the Bradford University. You want to build your capacity, you want to remain competitive in this world, you need some very good education, and Bradford is here to tell you how you can be a part of the Bradford family and also get to add more value to yourself and be one of the top picks in this competitive world. I've been joined in the studio by Dr. Sheila Chimongeni, Regional Manager, Sub-Saharan Africa and the Americas, University of Bradford. I also have Emma Simpson, Events and Partnerships Officer, Sub-Saharan Africa and the Americas, University of Bradford, and Samuel Selassie Audi, PhD student at the University of Bradford, here in the studio. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
We are fine, thank you.
Sheila, I just returned from your country a couple of months ago.
Yes.
Had a lot of good food and a lot of tea.
That is nice to hear.
And I want to bring tea masala. I want to bring like a truck full and keep in my house and just drink.
You should. And bring some more black tea because I don't get enough of it here.
Okay. And I hope you're enjoying Ghana.
Yes, always.
How long have you been here?
We have been here for about 5 days, but we are regular visitors.
You are regular visitors?
Yes.
I foresee you moving fully to Ghana.
I should.
Very soon. Emma, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And how's your Ghana month experience going?
Oh, it's very good. I love the heat.
You
after the cold UK winters, I'm all for the heat.
You are the first person I've heard this month telling me she loves the heat. Everybody I know hates the heat now. You sit in your car, you put on the AC and it's still warm in the car. You love the heat.
Yeah. After the cold UK winters, and we had a bit of snow in January, it's refreshing.
One thing that we'll try to do as a country will be to export some heat to you in winter and get some forex. Samuel, good morning.
Good morning. That would be nice because UK you have to literally pay for everything.
Yes.
We are not paying for
we will
the
bring
heat.
you some of the heat.
Yes.
I just took you to your hometown, right? With the song we played.
Yeah. That is Bobobo.
Yes. What were they saying in the song?
Well, most of the Bobobo songs are inspirational songs to encourage the fools. I mean that we are one people and let us exercise when we meet together.
Okay. Samuel Selassie Audi is a PhD student at the University of Bradford, and we are talking about Bradford, the experience and the opportunity for you. So tell me about Bradford University. Sheila, should I start with you? Tell me about Bradford.
I'll just give a little brief overview of the University of Bradford. We refer to it as the University of Bradford. I don't want it confused by Radford, which is one of the institutions here.
Yes,
so it's a University of Bradford with BRADFORD. This is a university that is based in the UK. It is very important for people to also know where the location of the university is, because whenever you speak about the UK, everybody thinks about London. We are not in London. We are in central UK. We are very close to cities like Leeds, just 10 minutes away from us, and Manchester, which is just about an hour away. But regardless of where we are positioned, we have easy access to all cities within the UK, because transport is very well, organized. University of Bradford is a middle-sized university. When I say a middle-sized university, I'm referring to the population. So we have a population of about 12,000 students, and that's a mixture of students who are full-time in the UK studying at Bradford, part-time students who do our courses by distance learning, and even students doing courses in partner institutions like Pathway colleges. And when we speak about a middle-sized university for Ghana, we would be celebrating that, because the size of a university in the UK matters a lot. The medium-sized it is makes us one very close family. And that means that students coming into Bradford would get very easy access to guidance, to support, because it's not that one large place where you feel you have been thrown in the deep end and you can't swim. So the middle size works very well for us, and we believe that students from Ghana need that closeness to support their studying.
So Bradford is in the mid of UK. That's where a lot of the industries are, right?
Yes.
Leeds, Manchester, all those.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And where all the football clubs are. We shouldn't forget that.
Emma, tell me about the programs you have at Bradford.
Yeah, we have 4 faculties. which offer a range of undergraduate, postgraduate and research level courses. Those faculties include engineering, computer science. We have School of Health, which has nursing, occupational therapy. Our Life Sciences department, which has a number of courses in the top 10, include pharmacy, pharmacology, optometry, biomedical sciences, and then we have our largest faculty, which is the Business, Law and Social Sciences faculty, which has a range of business courses from financial technology through to accounting and finance, to traditional law courses, as well as psychology and counselling skills.
So Dr. Sheila has told us why Bradford is unique. It's a mid-sized university, so students and faculty get the chance to interact, you get the right guidance, and you are there. Samuel, you are pursuing a PhD at Bradford. What program are you working on?
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity. My PhD basically is focusing on governance and sustainable development goals. I'm looking at how we domesticate sustainable development goals with our own country-specific challenges and opportunities, and through a very robust governance framework.
And how has your experience at Bradford been? Would you recommend Bradford to us?
Well, I would say at the moment I'm a double alumnus of Bradford, because I studied my master's back in 2014 in Bradford, and because of the support that I received during my studies, that motivates me to go back again to pursue my PhD. And I will say that at the heart of the university, it's where we have a student support services, academic support, financial support, career support, and also after school, the university continue to support you to grow, and so that you fit into the in your career kind of opportunities. So I would say that my experience at Bradford is been amazing. Bradford School of Business being run among the top European business schools. Running programs that are industrially and tailored kind of programs. So it's been an opportunity, and I would love fellow Ghanaians to join me so that together we produce and share knowledge in our diverse ways.
I'm talking to Dr. Sheila Chimogendi, Emma Simpson, and Samuel Selassie Audi from the Bradford University. They have an open day coming up here in Accra, and we are talking about what the opportunities are for you to get to Bradford. So, Doc, you have an open day coming up. When is it? What should people expect? And who are you expecting to see at the open day?
We have an open day tomorrow, Saturday. It's going to be at Accra City Hotel. We start off at 10 o'clock and we are at Accra City all the way up to around 4 o'clock. We will be meeting any students who are looking at studying at University of Bradford. And that is all the way from what we refer to as a foundation course, which sometimes is referred to as pre-university, undergraduate programs, and master's courses, as well as PhDs. So any students who are interested would be invited to come at any time. We will be looking at the academic certificates, so they walk around with that, because that's the most important item that we need to look at in terms of qualifications.
So if we are coming, we should come with our certificates, our transcripts, and everything that would help you make a decision. Are you offering on-the-spot admissions tomorrow?
We are not offering on-the-spot admissions in terms of paperwork, but we are offering on-the-spot confirmations in terms of looking at the certificates and considering our entry requirements.
For people who don't have their certificates for some reason, or their transcripts, but they still want to come and listen to the Bradford story, are they encouraged to come? Are people like that going to be given the opportunity to later furnish you with their documentation for you to make a decision?
Yes, they would, because they would be explaining to us what their qualifications are, and with our clear understanding of Ghanaian qualifications, we should be able to give them an answer. Even those who come with the academic certificates, they would be submitting applications later after the open day.
Okay. Now, Emma, I for events and partnerships, I believe when it comes to money matters, I should bring it to you. How affordable is it to study at Bradford? And are there opportunities for scholarships, especially people who want to pursue their masters and PhDs at the University of Bradford?
Yes, so one of the nice things about Bradford city itself is it's in a very, very affordable city to live. It has a range of shops and facilities which students can utilise, they can use, and it won't hurt their wallet too much. Tuition fee wise, we have two types of tuition fee, one for the lab-based and engineering courses and one for the management, law and social sciences courses. For all Ghanaian students for September 2025, we do offer a global discount of £5,000, so that brings the tuition fee down quite nicely. But as part of our open day tomorrow, we do have a scholarship webinar starting from 10 o'clock where we have some of the Ghanaian sponsorship bodies coming in just to talk about what's available to Ghanaian students from their home country to bring to the University of Bradford.
Nice one. So £5,000.
Yes.
Earlier I thought I heard Ghana cedis. That's why I'm stressing on the pounds. £5,000 worth of discount on the school fees is available. There's a lot more that you get to know when you go to the Accra City Hotel tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
No, and 4 p.m.
And 4 p.m. Oh,
yes.
So 10 to 4. That's a long time for you to interact with the team from Bradford. Samuel, are you going to be there?
Yes, I'll be there to give first-hand information to my fellow Ghanaians, to really share my experience with them, and also encourage them to apply to study, join me over there, so that we have a well-established Ghanaian community. At the moment, we have a Ghanaian Student or Society Union, a very huge one. So we are encouraging fellow Ghanaians to have the opportunity to join us, so that together we come back and then help our country.
Thank you very much, Emma, Samuel, and Dr. Sheila. Thank you for bringing the good news according to Bradford to us. We'll be coming. Tomorrow I'll be there myself. I'll come with my nephews and nieces. And you'll see how Bradford can help put them in the top 1 percentile of the choicest human resources in the world. So see you tomorrow and all the best. Enjoy the rest of your Heritage Month. You heard me talk to Dr. Sheila Chimogendi, Emma Simpson, and Samuel Selassie Audi. I don't know if I left anything out. Do you have a final word? Emma, any of you have any final word for us before you go?
I think what I would just want to say is that University of Bradford resonates a lot with Ghana. We have lots of alumni in different offices in Ghana at the moment. For instance, the current minority leader, just to let you know, is a graduate of the University of Bradford. We also have the deputy director in charge of academic affairs at Kofi Annan is also a graduate of University of Bradford, and many more, including just across the road, we have the president of Sierra Leone, and just going a few rivers across to Ethiopia, we have Mr. Mohammed, who does a lot of work in terms of charity for different African countries.
Nice.
So Bradford produces people who come back home and bring back what they have studied to grow our countries.
Bradford produces people who come back home and bring value back home. Tomorrow, let's meet you at the Accra City Hotel, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you so much, Sheila, Emma, and Samuel for joining us. This is the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
They were sentenced, but their stories were never told.
Amina Bukari Amin. No! Amina, you have to let me go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, please. Amina, you have to. Please, you are free. You have to. No woman.
Image Bureau, April Communications, and Joy FM, in partnership with the UN Family in Ghana and led by the Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS, present Beyond the Walls, a story of stigma, survival, and the fear of freedom. Set in the Nsawam Female Prison, National Theatre, 29th and 30th March. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now at 200 cedis only at www.imagebureauch.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash. Beyond the Walls. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Aquaba Mineral Water, and Stamping Bank.
As a busy professional, I struggled with back and neck strain from long hours at my desk. To improve my focus, productivity, and well-being, I sought expert advice from the CEO of Expert Office Furnish.
After being in the furniture business for 25 years, I can tell you two things that causes back pain in the workspace: bad sitting posture and not sitting on a good chair. I recommend to you the Genevia Beeper chair, the chair that helps you to sit right. When you don't sit right, it beeps for you to be able to sit right. The next will be the Enjoy chair. It takes every body shape and size. Buy a chair that will support your back and give you that comfort to be able to deliver on your job.
Expert Office Furnish offers molding furniture for comfort, productivity, and style. From seating to customized solutions, plus interior decoration services, they've got it all. Find them off the Atomic Hills Estate Road in Ashonman or call 0571 386602 on Facebook and Instagram at Expert Office Furnish.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them. Count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. So regale you with some music as